Modern day Don Quixote.
Don Quixote, yes. There's madness and chivalry in equal parts.
Have I got the windmill you've been looking for?
Oh my gosh.
Get in line. Anyway, it's going to be fine. There's a lot of them. But I'm here to serve. Pleasure to be here. I'm happy. Hope you guys have fun. And God bless you. Now for Empress.
Yes. Woo! There you go.
The littlest
Exactly.
Rico in the house.
Little Rico. Hi, I guess. Hi, my name's Empress Chronicle. You can call me Chronicle. It's my first time here. So excited to be here.
More chutzpah. Come on.
I don't even know what else to say.
She's High Empress of the Rat Soup Army. I'm sure you guys are all quite clear of that. You know.
Yeah, I like
Yep. Rat soup.
forcefully appointed.
Mm-hmm.
Forcefully appointed. Let it be clear that it's forcefully appointed.
Yeah, she had no choice, but she threw the
I
political
didn't.
campaign. So anyway, it's
It
fine.
I don't have a
happens.
political campaign. Screw politics.
It's on your stream almost every time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Join her stream.
No.
Anyway.
Yep. But please do follow if you aren't already. All of these wonderful people. You will find some sort of entertainment that you'll be very pleased with. I can guarantee you that. All right.
He lies.
Never a dull
He
moment.
lies.
But especially Rook.
An emperor
They're all
never
right.
lies. He just doesn't
Yes, he
always tell
does,
the
God.
truth. Speaking of lying and truth, great transition,
Wow.
everyone.
What a
Hey!
segue!
Whoa.
Totally planned it.
Everybody
We're
quiet.
geniuses.
All right.
So the game show today is Two Truths and a Lie. The game is going to work like this. I collected and made for my own set of Two Truths and a Lie. I did 5 sets of it, and I had each of these lovely people do the same. They sent them over to me for me to put them into a slideshow. I do not know the answers except for my own. We'll go through rotating them on screen, and we will get points based off of if it's our set that we're presenting for ourselves. We will get a point for every person who guesses wrong. Guessing wrong means not choosing the lie. You have to pick out the lie if you've somehow never played this before. And you can also
Wow, so
get
sassy.
points if you guess correctly. So that way, no matter if you're the one reading or if you're the one guessing, you have a chance of getting some points. The winner, I will be getting something off of their throne list, since I now know that everyone actually has one. And yes, I will just buy something for myself. I do not care if I somehow win. But on the flip side, if I get last point, or whoever it is besides myself, they have to write a beautiful poem, or as beautiful as they can muster, of the winner, and then post it onto
Woo!
social media.
Ooh la la.
Poem. Poetry. Snap, snap, snap.
Yes. Snapping.
I'll get my beret.
How are you getting that to pick? Oh yeah, you have the fancy mic now. I forgot.
Yes.
I was like, how are you picking this up?
Slay Queen, yeah.
Come on, Rook, get with the
No.
program. Let's go.
Come on.
I did not.
Not the. All right, Rico Suave. All right, dude.
Just kidding. We're now doing a
Tigger
Rico
impressions. I have
ASMR
children.
stream, and he's gonna just purr in our ears the entire time.
Guys, my face and
Hello.
stomach already hurt.
You'll be like,
That's good for
hello,
the abs."
welcome. Welcome to the Space Marine channel where I, Rico Suave, glorify our eternal Emperor Jesus Christ.
My wife has so many questions.
She'd be listening from the other, like, huh?
Oh my
She'd be like,
god.
"What are you doing?" I am something called ASMR. I don't know. Look it up. I don't understand. It's crazy.
Oh, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Kayla. Welcome in.
Ooh, that's right. You better
Good to
follow.
see you, Kayla. You're the best. Good to see you, dear. Hope things are going well with your trip.
And let's make sure I get the right screen pulled up. And chat, feel free to guess along as well. just for the sake of keeping my sanity, I was gonna put up a poll every single time, but I'm lazy, so we're not doing that for you. You get to just chat by typing out which one you think is the lie.
Lazy, not
I
surprised.
take 1 day off, and everything goes to crap on the stream.
Yes,
So that happens.
that's exactly what happens.
There will be
Is
a
this-
written test at the end of the performance, however, so please
Take notes.
take notes.
I'm so
And then
tempted
decide who's crazy.
a year from now to do the same thing and see if anyone does any better.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
We all do
Oh,
worse.
that'd be funny. We get our own answers wrong.
Yeah, good point. I don't think I remember doing any of these things.
Like,
I
wait
mean, honestly,
a minute.
my wife, or not my wife. My life has been so crazy.
Uh-huh.
Any of these could be true.
Interesting.
That's fair. I feel
I
that in
didn't
my
mean you,
soul.
babe. Okay, no, I love you.
Mrs. Rico, do you hear this, Mrs. Rico?
You keep your mouth shut.
Well, now we know how Rico
no.
talks to women.
No. Only my monster-in-law. Only my monster-in-law. She's the only one that doesn't say treatment.
Oh my glory.
That woman is legit crazy.
Alrighty. So there's not going to be any kind of time limits for these. The first one, just so that you're aware, Kat, it's going to be yours. And then it'll cycle through. It'll be the same order when it rotates. So I think it's Kat, Rico, Empress, myself, because that was the order that I got y'all's things. So here we go.
Yeah, you'll note that he goes last. He came up with his questions last. Cough, cough.
Yep. He definitely did. He was like, "Oh, I see.
So
That makes so much sense."
Empress, the day that I reminded you, I copied your answers and put them into my or not your answers, your sets, and then I put them with everyone else's, and I looked and I was like, oh, I don't have any for myself. I need to write these. So
Wow.
immediately after you got yours to me, like the next 10-15 minutes afterwards, I started working on mine.
Do you hear this?
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Looking on us all, and then he's like, "You know what? This sounds like a good idea. Let me write that down."
Oh
I-
yeah, I'm hosting an event. I should probably prep for that.
No.
Doing it on the fly. He's like,
Yeah, no,
I
I
have a
read
monkey
yours.
for an uncle. I don't know.
I read all of yours,
A
and I was like,
lie.
I need to make mine look better. Okay, cool. I know what to do now.
Okay.
Wow.
I honestly wish you would have written yours first, and then been like, I like the color blue. And then I was like, I jumped out of the airplane in the sky and landed on a shark. It's like,
I will say,
See, I'm already looking at this first set of questions, and I'm going, am I a lunatic? Like mine or what?
I will
Dude,
briefly
dude,
note
I-
that two of you, I'm not gonna say which two of you mentioned skydiving in at least one of your sets. I was
Hey.
like, that's interesting.
Mm.
I had to have some like
Born
let's ease into
to
this, shall
be
we?
wild. That's just the life you gotta live.
Okay, perfect.
Glorious.
And I have what I need to in front of me in order to update
Participate.
points. Yes, that too.
a pen and notepad?
Mhm.
Question mark.
No, the numbers on our podiums.
Oh, good job. Good job.
I'm doing
Proud
it.
of you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Pretty proud of myself. Yeah, I came up with this all by my own. So
I
anyway.
That's more than I could come up with. I would have been like, y'all keeping track?
Wait, we were supposed to keep track?
Nah.
Wait, there were numbers?
Who
Oh.
won? You decide.
Oh my glory.
Oh, that's what we
Follow
should
up
do
on the
sometime,
next
Rook.
episode of.
The next event will be a rap battle.
A rat or rap
gosh.
battle?
How terrible would that be? I'd be the worst one at that. That would be hilarious.
I've not rapped a second in my life.
I know precisely one rap song, and I don't know the name of it.
Also, I had the
The
chat
Bohemian
background on the
Rhapsody?
wrong overlay. So, chat, you should be able to see yourselves on screen now. My bad.
That doesn't count.
Hey, look, there's me. I see me. Wow.
You see yourself multiple times.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like there's
Wow.
me and there's me. And I think my head's blocking my name. Sorry guys, you're not gonna know who it is unless there's an
Well,
image because my big
I
head's
mean,
blocking it.
If they can't put 2 and 2 together based on the same picture and the name Rachel,
I mean, hey, some people can't read, some people can't recognize faces, you know?
Okay, you didn't
My
have to out
little
me like that.
lady, do you have more brain damage than I?
Is this how you guys serenade your significant others? Dearest madam, do you have a brain aneurysm?
And
You
be taking
have-
notes,
a
gosh.
gentleman never talks at all.
Never? Dang. That's dang. Okay.
Now, sometimes you just gotta let her finish her sentence.
He just
You know.
woke up and was married one day.
Yeah.
Actually, that's why he had to be so
Hey.
careful about talking beforehand. The first woman who heard his luxurious voice was like swooned immediately.
But then they saw my face the moment they turned around. Like, oh.
Do you remember
What
that?
happened to you?
There was like it may have been a beer commercial. I don't remember what it was, but it's like someone at a bar and he sees someone with like really long, beautiful hair, goes up, and it's just like this super manly biker when the person turns.
God, I wish I had that kind of hair.
Okay, I'm guessing the only
I'm
guy
not
that saw
remember
that
that,
commercial.
Empress.
I was gonna say, like, I thought that like Rico was bald for the longest time,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
And
Why?
You know,
he
it's
was-
understandable.
He was
Bald
so
Space Marine.
offended. He was so offended when I told him. I was like, "Aren't you bald?" He's like, "No." How
Might have
dare
a
you.
couple, thinner patches, but I'm not bald. I'm just very gray.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Ah, the wisdom ages. Let's go.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yep,
that
yep.
or
that's why
Psychotic
not
children
Cat,
and a
Empress has
mother-in-law.
white hair with her previous model.
Oh,
Empress has
okay.
all the wisdom.
she's the most wise. The
Exactly.
wisest of us all.
And then she dyed her hair.
Exactly. Yeah, because she's got to hide it. Otherwise, people are going to bombard her with questions all day, every day. She's got to, like,
All day.
take a break, you know?
Oh
I
my
understand.
goodness. Also, I'm glad you know the commercial I'm talking about, Dom, and welcome. I haven't said welcome to anyone, I think, except for Kayla, because you followed. It's good to see everyone. MC Wolf, Dom, Shark.
Favoritism.
Let's give a warm
Wow.
welcome to McWolfcat, Cant, Saren TV, Grenaders, Shark Motorsports, RookVenturer, and look, you're in there too. How about that? Dom Voyage, and all the rest of you fine folk hiding in the shadows. Welcome in. God bless you. Hope you have fun.
Can I just record your voice one day and just, like, use you for alerts?
I am looking for
That'd
work.
be so good.
He's looking for work.
Let's go.
I need to get out of my current occupation.
Have we got news for you? No, I'm just kidding.
That's actually the newest prize of today's game show. You're hired as a voice actor or actress.
Oh my gosh, where do I sign?
Let's go.
I just need a couple ounces of your blood.
What are we doing? Are we summoning
Get
like
in line.
demons or something?
What a great
Uh,
Christian community.
Anyway, Kat, this is your screen.
Spilling my blood for this country. Something Vietnam.
Gosh.
This is great. I did it. Do we even need it? We're having a great. This is great. It's fine.
Kayla, I'm just standing really far behind the podium. That's all it is. It's a perspective thing.
Empress, I love
Also-
how you decided to change yours on the fly just now.
Oh my god. An
Look at that
impressive
eyeball.
Hey, get off my podium.
I'm trying to adjust the screen real quick. You're suddenly so massive.
Hey.
She's taking up both podiums.
Oh god. It's like what was that one anime, Akira? He starts absorbing everybody.
Gosh dang, I'm listen.
I'm trying to figure it's yeah, mm-hmm.
She can speak through her forehead. It's fine.
Yep.
Big
Yeah,
sister
I
is
am telepathically conveying my wishes and my demands to the rest of the community over here.
Professor X has nothing on Chronicle now.
You better believe it.
Wait, isn't Professor X bald?
Oh!
But I have hair. That's the difference, and I'm more powerful. You see, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have to lose my hair in order to use my power. You see?
They just shoot out in every direction like a beacon. Like,
Fun fact:
It
Professor X
amplifies
lost
your
his hair
power.
training Empress.
Oh, it could be.
Because of
I thought it was
telepathy, or just
Auschwitz,
because of
but,
how stressed he was? Oh.
I'll leave it up to interpretation.
I don't know the lore. I knew Magneto was in a camp. Professor X was too.
Oh, maybe it was Magneto. I don't know. I don't read things.
It was Magneto.
It was-
I don't think Xavier was.
I know for
Xavier
Magneto.
was bald. Magneto had hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes me.
And
think of it.
ironically,
you remember
he wears a
Courage the
helmet.
Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
That one where it's like the one dude, the ugly little.
Pink thing.
No. It's a dog.
Oh,
It
I'm
was
sorry. I
the,
thought we were talking about the ugly dog. Sorry.
It was like some hunchback dude was making fun of Eustace, and like Eustace was coming up with zingers.
Oh, I know
And then the
exactly
hunchback
what you're
every
talking
time,
about.
yeah, and every time he was like, "You are extremely bald." That was the only
Yeah, I know
comeback
exactly
he
what you're
had.
talking about.
Eustace got some.
What a great comeback.
that
Also,
was me and
howdy,
Empress
Moose.
The other day.
Oh man.
Moose.
Moose.
Moose has arrived.
Good old Moose.
Oh,
Party can
Like
finally
here.
get started.
I had to look at chat for a second. Like, why are we all saying moose?
Everybody.
Moose. Meese.
It's the call sign. It's the safety word.
Yeah, that's a safety
Well,
word. We have to get back on
wow.
track and away from bald heads.
It's a very sensitive subject to some.
As the voice cracked.
No, that's the suit malfunctioning. That's all. That's all.
Don't worry
That's
about
fine. Yeah.
I'm done.
He's we gotta get going, guys. He did remove his liver and what was it, your heart? So
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That's right.
that's why his voice is cracking.
It's
He's
all
fully
it's all
losing oxygen.
modular. You just plug and play whatever you
Wait,
need.
but Rico, did you get paid by the black market?
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Oh man,
You let
someone
me
ripped
know.
you
I
off,
got
didn't they?
contact.
I know.
I didn't know you wore contacts.
Not anymore.
Oh goodness gracious. Okay.
Had to remove those to make room.
Oh my god. I just realized we're never gonna be able to finish this. Rook, take it away, good fella. What is the first question of
All right.
the game show?
It's on the screen.
Well, the first one is
Just
not
been
me. It's
ignoring
actually
it.
No,
Cat.
listen, Rico, I don't need your sass in my life, okay?
I think you do. I think it's the only thing that's keeping you settled.
Nah. Fine.
Oh, chat.
Alright.
Chat has made a guess before Cat has read her page. That's how slow we are. Thank you for the guess, Rabbit.
It's fine. It's fine. We're just here to
You know,
entertain.
In all
We
this
don't
time,
actually
we
need to
probably could
play.
have put a poll up in the chat.
I know. What a horrible host.
Oh my god.
Horrible
Okay.
host.
Fine.
Look, here's
Like
the
Twilight
reason.
Great.
Hold up. I have a reasonable explanation for this. Because I'm a one monitor chump, remember that. This
Oh, yeah.
slideshow is on Google, which is also where I would be able to make the poll. So I'd have to switch it to Twitch chat in order to make the poll, and then we'd lose the slideshow, and then I have to go back and forth.
It
Oh, you can't
sounds
use
like
it.
a
Sounds like
job
skill issue.
for a mod.
Yeah.
This mod is off duty. Woo!
Dom Voyage, I see you up there. What are you doing? Get to work.
If
Just counting up the mods.
if you would like to and you were able to, Dom, I would love for there to be a poll for each question. But I understand.
Want to, you must.
Obedience
here.
to your emperor.
I would normally decree that
No,
you
but
have to,
no.
but I know that you probably pop in and out of chats, so it's okay otherwise. So no worries. I'm not stealing a monitor. I have a
Oh, look,
second
he
monitor.
Did it. We're
I
good,
just don't
we're
have
good.
enough.
All right.
I just don't have enough.
Steal the monitor.
Desk
Why
space.
not?
I have two monitors.
Take what's rightfully yours.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have two
Rook, see,
monitors,
that's so
guys.
easy.
That's
Dom literally put which is the lie, 1, 2, or 3. So easy.
See?
Oh my god. Okay,
Easy.
fine.
So easy.
Yeah,
Good job, Dom.
so easy. Anyway, tell me your two truths and a lie. Go.
Alrighty, my
Wait,
first.
hold on. Catherine. You gonna allow him to snap at you?
Oh, that was me snapping at him.
She snapped.
I was gonna say.
I'm
think
going
I'm
with
gonna
a good
Where
mic.
was where was that verse in the Bible? Suffer not a woman to teach? Is that what it was? Let me see.
Oh, Rico.
Matthew.
This is the intro
how
that
can I
never ends. No, thank you though. Thank you for being a girl's girl, Empress. Oh my gosh.
No, yeah, girl. Don't worry. Like we can
I
go
see
get
you
like.
there. I see you,
We
girl.
can go get we can go get like a Starbucks after this, girl.
Oh my gosh, Boba, let's go.
Oh,
You want to go
we'll
stare
get
in the
some runs.
forest
I'm sorry,
and kill a
girl.
moose?
Yeah.
Well, you can get Starbucks. I'll get Boba, and then we'll just sit and have a nice chat. It'll be glorious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sis. Yeah.
Yes, let's
No,
go.
We're not shooting like the moose, right? Like it's like an actual animal moose, or are we talking about random moose?
An actual moose.
I thought we
Okay,
were
just
talking
double
about-
checking. Or we could use it for
so
bait
You know
for
how
an
much-
orca.
You know how much meat that is? Moose steaks for months. It's gonna be great.
You can have all of the meat. It's totally fine. Like, I mean, I
Moose
like
steaks.
meat, but like, I don't know.
Protein. You need.
Yeah, Rico.
Random moose.
Did you
Haha,
know-
I'm in danger.
Did you know that that Rook is a vegetarian?
Not after tonight.
No.
Yeah, he's a vegetarian. He was making vegan eggs.
What a bougie boy.
Knife away. You ain't gonna do diddly squat
Well,
with that. Put that
we-
knife away.
Where are these
We
false
all-
accusations coming
we all
from?
have our sins
When
and
did
our
I-
foibles. that
When
we
did I
correct.
ever bring up vegan eggs?
Veganism is one of the worst, but it's
Vegan eggs.
what even is vegan eggs? What do you make those
Oh.
out of besides sadness?
Rico,
Sadness and tears of
I need to like remind me after all of this. I need to send you guys the video because we watched it on stream. It is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I want to ruin myself like that. I don't know. I
Uh,
already get mad when I walk by the grocery store. There's like the vegan section. And they're like, it tastes just like cheese. Like, but it's not.
It's not.
Like, it's not
it tastes like
cheese.
rubber.
You spend your
Rubber.
entire life making products that you pretend to be meat because you love it.
here's
That's
a
why.
here's a random concern that I've never thought of until just this moment. What if there just gets to a point where like artificially made food like that legitimately does taste like cheese or meat or whatever, but they just don't label themselves as vegan? Like they just replace any of the real food with just 100% artificial food.
Then I would hunt those people down and gut them like a fish.
Oh
In
my
game,
god.
in game
Dun, dun,
TOS.
dun. In game.
We've seen how you guys treat YouTubers lately.
I see
Anyway,
what I see.
Yeah, hi guys. Hi.
Hey,
Yes.
hey,
So,
Kat.
My 2 truths and 1 lie. To get us started off, I
Mhm,
thought I'd start with something a little simple
Okay.
because
Uh-huh.
good lordy, we're all gonna get insane later. So yes, my 2 truths,
Later?
1 lie. Good luck. Well, I mean after this one, or Rooks after Rooks. I don't know, man. I'm just here.
Doing fine.
So thank you very much. So, my 2 truths, 1 lie. Good luck. I am one of 7 siblings. I have 4 brothers, and one of my siblings is adopted.
I sense a theme.
Really? Oh my gosh! I worked so hard on this. I'm so glad.
It's great.
I am a fan of themes. I like themes. You're gonna notice a lot of themes in mine.
No, that's good. It just makes me self-conscious about mine because, like I
Oh.
said, it's just a tapestry of insanity.
Oh,
but, we're
Oh
just
no,
gonna...
dude.
yours
There's
and
no
mine
right or
were,
wrong way of
were
doing
kind
this.
of similar, so you're good.
Okay, good.
I like did like a weird mix between the two of y'all, but I have a question. I have my one question to ask you.
Yeah. What's your question?
Do you remember how old you were when your sibling was adopted?
Shoot. I
That's a lie. It's a lie.
No.
Thank you.
Uh,
That's a lie.
I
mhm.
don't.
That's a lie.
Interesting.
I was. No, I'm getting my brother and my sister mixed up because I remember my sister, my parents bringing my sister home, but she was brought home from the hospital. Whereas I don't remember my younger siblings being brought home because we were all like boom, 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 a year apart. So that's why I don't
Get
remember.
off.
Wow.
Interesting.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, there were 7 of us, possibly 7, maybe 6, maybe 5. All of us were under the age of, what was
Okay,
it?
so 7 confirmed.
Yeah, so we know 1 is true. 3 sounds real sketch so far. And there's still 2 people to ask questions for you.
I was reading my list.
Uh-huh.
You're fine.
It's
We're just messing
fine.
with you. We're trying to throw you off. That's all.
Yeah, we're trying to throw you off your groove.
Trying to get me to crack and be like, all right, I confess it's this one.
We will break you.
We'll shine the light in your eyes.
I think the answer is 3. I think the lie is 3.
You get to ask a question, Empress.
You can ask
No,
a question.
because she went,
No.
oh, you're such a girl's girl. You're such a girl's girl. And I'm like, she has to have brothers. She has to have brothers. If she's saying that, she has to have brothers.
But how many brothers?
I was gonna say, does 1 not mean that I have brothers?
So it could be 7 siblings, but then the number of brothers could be a lie. It could be 3 brothers. It could be 5
Well,
brothers.
I know she definitely has brothers.
Under pressure.
Do you have a question you want to ask,
I don't really
Rico?
know where that leaves us, Empress.
I mean, you can. Yeah, that's okay.
Was the adopted sibling of a different ethnicity?
No.
Interesting.
I feel like that also took a longer
No,
than
it took me
should have.
somewhere. It took me somewhere. That's all right. That's ready.
Okay.
And then you're sure, Empress, you don't ask a question?
I mean, you can always ask me how my day was.
You could. You can ask 1 question about anything you want. It's unrelated to the questions at hand.
What's your social insurance number?
What were mornings like when you and your siblings were going to school?
We were all homeschooled, so what was it? Us older ones would wake up the younger ones, help them get ready. We'd come upstairs, we'd have Bible time, and then we'd sit around the kitchen table and do our homework together.
Mm-hmm.
Or if mom and dad weren't home, then we'd goof off and play games and run around outside.
Mm-hmm.
So homeschool, that matches the number of siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Does it?
She said, and remember, she said the older ones, plural, woke up the younger ones, denoting more than 1.
Confirmed. All right. We got. I honestly have no idea. I'm gonna go with 2.
You're gonna go. You're locking in 2,
I'm going-
Rico.
I'm locking in 2.
Okay.
I
We have
say
3, we have 2. You say 3?
Yeah.
Right. Rook.
I'm gonna lock in 1 actually.
Oh my gosh, you guys all chose a different one.
Well, somebody's right.
I mean,
Someone's getting a
I
point.
guarantee somebody's right.
All right, Kat, the grand reveal.
The grand reveal is 3 is the lie. I do not have any adopted siblings.
Son of a.
I knew
have-
it.
I have verbally adopted siblings, but not like legally adopted siblings.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, you know, I should have gone with my gut, but my gut was rumbling, so I think I need.
You should get some food, my guy. Dang.
Oh, Thomas is always hungry.
I should have gone with my gut too. I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what it is? I remember you
Hey.
talking about your brothers and your sisters, of course,
Mhm.
multiple times. So I knew you had a lot of
Oh, yeah.
siblings. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
wait. I think maybe she actually has 8 siblings. I failed.
You're good. Again,
So
it could have been like,
Empress, you get 1 point because you did guess it correctly, and then Kat, you get 2 points
Yay.
because both Rico and I guessed wrong. So that does
Yes,
put
let's go,
Kat
girl.
in the lead right away.
Mm-hmm.
Victory will just be more dramatic this way.
and watch me
Precisely,
get
brother.
no more points for the rest of the game.
You know, it could be. It could be. It's fine. Oh, hey.
And our next one is Rico's.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right. So, number 1, you guys can go ahead and guess in chat too if you'd like. Feel free.
Mhm.
There have been 3 separate tornadoes that have almost killed me.
Good lordy.
Number 2, I was so excited to learn that I was having a son, I passed out. And then number 3, in grade school, I accidentally pulled someone's thumb off.
I'm sorry, Saren. We will get back to the matter at hand. But Saren in chat said, "Is one of the tornadoes your wife?"
Good question. No. If it was a physical person, it would have been my mother-in-law. She's a Cat 5 stress hurricane.
Maybe that is one of the 3 tornadoes then.
That would be a hurricane. It's a different category
Oh,
of
my bad.
storm.
Sorry, my bad. We don't get hurricanes where I'm from, so.
Oh, you come on down here to the south. It gets fun every now and then.
Oh, yeah, so I've heard.
Yeah, partner.
You know what's funny?
Mm.
You know what's funny? I've talked to Rico so much, right? That all 3 seem plausible.
I don't talk to Rico that much, and I too think all 3 are possible.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've sadly not spoken with him as much as I would like to, and yeah, they all seem equally fair.
Be careful what you wish for.
Rook, you kind of put us on the opposite side from Rico, so we can't talk with him.
Well, it's kind of hard to hear his tiny little body anyway.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Rico.
I'm yelling as loud as I can.
I'm just messing with you.
From all the way back here, because that's why I'm so small.
Saren has a question for Rico. How many kids do you have?
I don't think you've ever heard you say, I have 2. A young prince and a young princess.
I was actually about to ask. That was going to be my one question.
2 is,
so thanks,
2
chat.
Is definitely 2 is definitely right. 2 is definitely the truth.
It seems like a Rico thing.
No, it's not even that, Rook. We played the game of life together, and this man was adamant.
You can't be using inside information, Emperor.
Oh my glory.
Number 2 is completely correct. Okay.
Nancy Pelosi over here.
Perfect. So it's either 1 or 3.
It wasn't even inside information when we streamed it live.
I mean, I was there
saw
for a lot of the game. I just wasn't there for, I guess, this part.
See?
Watching you guys play it and having so much fun, that's what got me to put it on my wish list, actually.
Oh, it's good. It's a fun game.
Oh, it's fun. It's so much fun.
It also depends on who you play with, you know. Like,
true. Most games.
I'm a delight.
Excellent. Sold. Everybody line up to play the game of life with the Ricoist Rico right here.
Not to toot my own horn, but you know. Toot.
Toot, toot.
Oh my gosh.
I was about to do a little horn too, so good job.
See, great minds. It's fine.
Exactly.
Okay. So, my question, Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What led up to? Sorry, just like why? What led up to you accidentally pulling someone's thumb off in grade school? What led up to that?
So, to be fair, the kid had recently had like a surgery, you know what I mean? And so his thumb was bandaged and he looked like he was holding something. So I was like, he was sitting on the bus and I was just talking to him, you know, I was like, hey man, what's that? And I reached out and grabbed it to take it home because I was a prick when I was younger. And so when I grabbed it and took it, it turned out to be his bandaged, recently stitched thumb that had been reattached because he had cut it off with a knife and I was now holding it. So I handed it back to him. Luckily, we were already at his house, so I just kind of handed it back. I said, I am so sorry. And he got off the bus and, yeah, that young man's wife got on that bus and whooped my butt.
I'm sorry, his wife?
Come again? What?
No, his mother, sorry.
Oh, it's like, wait, time out.
Well, now I'm real sus of number 3.
3 is a lie. 3 is a lie. 3 is a lie. With my insider information.
Really?
Here's my one question. Which thumb was it? Right hand or left hand?
It was the left hand.
Mm-hmm.
I love how we've only focused our questions on question 3.
I mean, I'd say you guys should ask questions about it.
Where were you for the tornadoes?
Where was I for the tornadoes?
Hello,
Three
Raiders. Thank you so
separate
much for being
locations.
here.
So,
Raiders!
oh, we got a
Hello.
raid. Val,
Hello.
my dear sister. Hello. Hello. Welcome.
Captain
in.
Joseph with
Welcome,
10 Raiders.
Raiders.
Val, it is of the utmost importance that you give zero input when I am giving my answers to questions.
Spoilers, give us spoilers.
Help us cheat this game.
Is Val your sister?
She's my actual sister, yes.
That's
Hey,
neat.
let's go.
You cannot use her for information.
I mean, we could.
Darn, I was gonna call a friend.
So thank you so much for the follow, Berlin boy. Yeah, we are doing a Two Truths and a Lie game show. Of course, the lovely Rico is here. Thank you for the follow as well, Captain. I'm a Christian content variety streamer, and this is my first time collabing with Rico. I've done collabs with Cat and Empress before. They both stream and are fantastic people. If you ever want to check out either one of those lovely ladies as well. So thank you so much for being here. Yes, Empress is here too. I know, we're getting the coolest people
Empress,
together.
Catherine, Rook, the A-team.
I immediately forgot what their theme song was. It's like super catchy too, isn't it?
Is it the ba ba da ba?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, kids, on to the next question.
Back in my day.
You see my hip?
Oh, I asked
Back
you,
in my
where were you? Don't run away
Oh,
from this question. Where were you when the tornadoes hit?
All right, so obviously it was 3 separate storms across my life. But once was when I was in the Marine Corps. So it was actually at an air base here in Georgia. I was out behind a hangar, and basically we're putting things away, and a flash storm showed up. Tornado touchdown. I couldn't see a thing. I actually had an A-frame and several pieces of equipment fly over me. They shut the door on me and left me out there.
Yeah, that sounds like the Marines. Muscles are
protect the
required,
equipment.
intelligence not essential. Anyway.
Yeah, so that was tornado number 1, and apparently, I mean, it just tore up all around me. I was soaked, angry, and I got in a fight that day. But then there was the second time was in a Home Depot parking lot. I was briefly working for there when I got out. I was putting carts away, and a tornado touched down in the parking lot. And I was outside, and all I could do was hold on to like a phone pole that was out there, one of the light poles that was in the middle of the parking lot. And then it passed, but it wasn't really bad or anything. But it picked up some things. It probably would have picked up me. And then the third time was actually on my way to work. Again, it was here. All 3 of these were in Georgia. I was on my way to work, and I was driving down a country road, and tornado touched down and then knocked down a bunch of trees in the road in front of me. So I coolly and calmly, without a single bit of fear, put the car into reverse and started just going the other way. Well, a tree falls behind me. Both trees have me hemmed in and blocked, and the tornado's ripping down the road, hits the tree in front of me, dissipates, goes over my car, and then touches down again behind my car, rips that tree ahead, and then I was stuck there, pinned between 2 trees, a bunch of shrapnel, until the firefighters came out and cut my car out. And I was just, I had a lot to think about during that moment. But those are the 3 tornadoes. Enjoy.
That was actually super detailed. That
I was
sang.
gonna say.
So here's my theory, right? Here's my theory.
Okay.
The only reason I think 3 is a lie is because I believe he did pull off somebody's thumb, right?
Oh.
That's very on brand for Rico. The thing is, I don't believe he did it in grade school, though. I don't believe he did it in grade school.
That could definitely be a Marine thing, actually. That he's chuckling now. Also, hello, Celestium. It's so good to see you, and thank you for the follow. I hope that your stream went well, by the way.
Like, wrong, I
ask
pulled off
questions about
someone's
number
toe.
2?
Rico, I played the game of life with you. I don't have to ask questions.
They might. You never know.
I finally have a son. I finally have an heir.
To the throne. Oh my glory. Oh, you were able to raid Steph. That's
good
awesome.
To see you. How are you, dear? Welcome in.
Yes,
Hello.
we're so happy to see you. And Steph she is wonderful. I'm glad that you got to raid her. And she mentioned you too, so I'm glad my circle is expanding. We are glad to have you in said circle, and the bigger it is, the better it is. So
And you can never leave.
Wait, what did you say?
You can never leave.
Oh, too.
I thought you told me you can leave. It's like, oh, okay, my bad.
Get out.
Get out.
man.
Yeah.
Get out of your own stream. We're hijacking things here.
Welcome to the Catherine Rico and Empress stream. Welcome,
Wait,
nerds.
Oh my god.
We are overjoyed to inform you, my lords, that the Empress has conquered yet another territory.
Dun, dun, dun.
It was only a matter of time. Only a
I,
matter
for
of
one,
time.
welcome our new overlords.
After all the new political campaigns, it makes sense.
Rat soup. Rat soup.
It's just a
Rat
coup.
soup.
I've already had to
have you
put
gotten my
down
job
3
application
consecutive coups.
Wait, what? Say what?
Have you gotten my resume yet?
Oh, yes,
Oh my
indeed.
God.
Don't worry.
Dang, I thought I had someone intercept that. Shucks.
Just send out
the Rat
assassins
Soup
left,
Army,
right?
it's Empress's whole legion. Yeah, you'll learn about it. You'll learn about it.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh,
no
Lord.
questions about 2. You sure you guys don't
No.
want to ask any questions about number 2?
No.
Well, I'm trying
we
to honor
can
the
only
code of
ask
we
one
get
question anyway. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me.
What?
I have so many stories to tell.
He's so confident.
I
So confident.
I appreciate you not minding. The rules in place to make it fair for everyone when they guess.
Oh man.
I mean, partially so we
Alright.
don't pry too much, but that's up to whoever is answering the questions.
I will say, Rook, when we were talking about it earlier, you did mention like you'd be cool with like us talking a little bit about our truths after people answer and stuff. So
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you are dying to tell us details, there is afterwards too, just to be fair.
yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Because
Which
I do want to know more details.
on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and lock in number 3. I didn't know you lived in the South until just now, but I have encountered 2 tornadoes. It's not one of my truths or lies. So you having encountered 3 doesn't seem unplausible, frankly speaking. So I'm gonna go with 3, lock it in than that.
I will also say 3.
Got 2 3s. Where you at, Catherine?
I'm gonna be different and go with 1 because I have a feeling that there's 4 separate tornadoes that almost killed you.
That's a good point. That could be the case too.
True, very true.
Although I do want to go with
All
3,
right.
but I'll just be different.
3.5
Are you
tornadoes.
prepared?
No.
Number 2 is the lie.
Son of a biscuit.
Seriously?
Yes.
I should have gone with my gut. I'm like, what? I'm like,
I
these
was
stories are too
actually
detailed.
so excited that my son was born. I pissed my wife off.
I thought you were gonna say you pissed yourself.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, congrats,
You know
Rico.
what?
You
Almost,
just
maybe.
bulldozed ahead with 3
Woo!
points now.
Good job. Holy
Well
smokes.
done.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you.
glory.
Thank you. I don't know if it's I mean, I guess I didn't lie.
No, yeah.
There you go.
I never told the story I had concocted for number 2.
See, but you.
Empress
I
is
blame
rethinking that time
Empress.
she's rethinking that game of life. She's like, did I even play it with him? Did I gaslight
The thing
myself?
is- No, the thing is that it's so on. It's still so on brand for Rico that it was just kind of like this is all 3 of them are on brand for Rico. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be, yeah. I mean, I'll give you an understanding. The only times I've ever been unconscious has never been from emotion. It was
You
It
know,
was
that's
from-
fair.
something else.
Physical.
From fighting.
Uh
I should have taken note as soon as you said the Marines. I should have taken note of that. Dang it.
huh. I mean, good job, guys. Good job. I understand it was hard, and I apologize.
Good job, good job, good job.
I have a
No,
weird
don't-
life.
Saren
Dude,
wants to
don't
counter.
apologize.
Saren in chat wants to counter your statement about never going under due to emotion, and said being sleepy is an emotion.
I refute that entirely. Sleepy is not an emotion. It is an energy status.
Energy status.
Oh my
glory.
gosh.
Okay.
It processes emotion, though, but it is not an emotion. Fun fact, I have PTSD because I can't process emotion. Anyway, carry on.
Oh. Well, we'll just jot that down for the books.
Somebody write that down. Somebody write that down.
Take notes.
We're gonna use that for later.
That's gonna be on the written test at the end of the stream.
That's the
Oh my god.
that's gonna be on the Two Truths and a Lie a year from now. Does Rico have PTSD?
Oh,
Does
God, I
he?
know he said he did. He said he did.
I recorded it.
There was that whole incident at TwitchCon, but no, was that related?
No. That's when he gave other people PTSD.
You're locked in here with me.
Oh man,
Oh my
this is
god.
great.
Oh goodness.
All right, Empress. Your slide is now up with your alternative art piece number 3,264.
Stop hating.
I'm not hating. I'm impressed.
Glorious.
Hey, like I told you, I think it's great and it's super cute, so it's
You
fine.
better think it's great.
There's that imperial power I know so well. You will obey me or die.
Y'all, this is how VTubers are. I don't know if I can be a VTuber.
You can do it. You
got
have
this.
What do you
to.
mean?
You got this. I believe.
Dude, you got it. It's fine. Don't worry. It's not that crazy.
It's fine.
This is
Don't
an
worry about
Empress. It's a skinwalker, you know, Sarah, and we'll have to check.
it.
Sounds like her, but you know, can't be sure.
It's actually an
Anything's
AI
possible.
recording. All right.
All right, Empress, what do you got?
What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to read these out? I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, the thing that the
Numero
other two
uno.
people did.
Numero uno. I used to play tennis.
Mhm.
Number two.
Ah.
I have taken Mandarin from high school and into college.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Number three. I don't know how to swim.
Ooh.
Hmm. If you really took Mandarin, you know what Mandarin orange means in Chinese.
Oh, is that the question?
No.
Okay. Like just say Mandarin orange in Mandarin is the question.
I dare you. I dare you. It's not my question, but I dare you.
Dare me what? Oh, okay. Any questions for me?
I play
Hey.
tennis, so I'm trying to narrow down what technical term I can use to try and see if that one's true or not.
Then I have my question for you, Empress.
Mm-hmm.
你好吗?
我很好呢.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's some good Japanese.
fine.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not.
Cancelled. Cancelled.
That sounded like communism to me.
Oh my god.
Oh my glory! No, that was definitely Chinese.
Now,
I don't know
here's
the
the thing,
difference
though.
between the different dialects, though.
Oh,
Here's
the thing, sir.
though. Here's the thing, though. Did Catherine actually know what I was saying, or did she just
Maybe.
go,
Well, Catherine, do you understand this? Kung Pao number 2 fried rice.
That I understood. Empress, no. I only know how to ask.
It's a joke,
Mama.
everybody calm down.
In game, guys, in game.
Ahem.
Oh
Rook's
my
just
glory.
like, I regret inviting these 3 people onto my channel.
To be fair, I made the joke about it being Japanese first, so it's fine.
Any more questions?
All right, let's see. I'm trying to think of which one I want to refute.
Did you, for my question for you, Empress, did you play front or back?
Played front.
Okay.
makes sense. Says a person who doesn't really understand tennis.
It means that you play on the net,
See, I at least knew that much.
which you
All right,
definitely always
so-
give to the person who's shorter in a duo.
Did you play on like a team, or was this just for like recreation? Like you
Uh,
did it
college.
for fun?
Welcome back from ads, everyone.
So
Oh, you
college.
played college tennis?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
And what college was that, real quick?
I'm not telling you. I can't dox myself.
I'm sure it'll pop up if I just search Empress Chronicle College. I don't see why that wouldn't.
Thank you for the gifted subs to the community, Cat. Even though you're literally busy on a game show right now.
Huh? What? Oh, wow, that's so nice of her. Good job, Kat.
Oh,
wow,
wow,
that's so
yeah.
nice
What
of
a
you.
so great.
sweetheart.
Oh,
An
wow.
absolute treasure.
a gem.
Darling, even.
With the hype train.
By the
Wow.
by, folks, did you know right now with September you can save money on gifting 5 or more subs to the streamers of your choice? So
Oh, you gave me one.
do with that knowledge as you will.
Yo, thanks, Rico. I appreciate you subbing. Dang, that's
What do you mean, Saren? I am subbed. Look above. As of your
Clearly.
statement, I was already subbed. Look above.
Oh, my
Slander, sir.
You're welcome, Rico.
Thank you.
gosh. Okay. I'm gonna go with number 1. I'm gonna lock in number 1 as my guess.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions for me?
Well, I
I mean,
I
you live in
technically
the
used
steel
my
jungle,
nub.
so I'm gonna say number 3.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm leaning towards because my mom made sure all of us kids knew how to swim from the time we were young. But I forget that sometimes, just like I learned to drive from a young age, some people don't learn how to swim or they don't learn how to drive and stuff, and the world still goes around. I'm also gonna go with 3.
Okay.
Watch
And do I say the answer now?
Yeah, you get to tell us which one was the lie.
Yep.
Yay!
Number 1 is the lie.
Yes,
Number 1
finally.
is the lie.
Oh!
I got a point. I got a point.
Good job.
Good
See,
job.
We did that for you, Rook. We did that for you.
I actually don't know how to swim, but I did take Mandarin from high school and into college. I actually took exit courses.
You popped off that Mandarin so fast. Even if you were faking it, like that would have been hard. And since you do live in New York, I was like, the swimming thing is not that unplausible, frankly speaking.
I just wasn't sure because I knew she knew Mandarin. I think you've said it before on your stream. And then the other 2, I had no idea. It was a wild stab. I was like, she lives in the city. She might not know how to swim.
Have you
Tennis,
ever actually played tennis?
Very, very, very briefly, but not enough to be like, oh, I actually played it, you know?
Okay.
Like you hung out with a
Fair.
friend, you threw the thing, and then you guys went and got boba.
No, I actually my mom had signed my sister and I to like tennis classes, but she pulled us out because the person wasn't actually teaching us anything. So
Yeah,
we were
fair.
just
That's fair.
Collecting
yeah. So
money.
like the apparent coach who was supposed to be teaching us, right, would like focus on like 4 other people who actually knew how to play, like 4 other kids, and was just having my sister and I pick up the balls on the thing without having teaching us anything. So she's like, I'm not gonna have you guys.
What the heck?
Yeah, she's like, I didn't, it was free.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't like sign you guys up for classes just so you guys can be somebody's like, janitor, and you guys are kids.
Yeah.
So she, like, the kids were really nice. Some of them actually tried to teach us how to play, but the person who was supposed to be like the coach, the actual coach, like, couldn't give like 2 hoots about trying to teach my sister and I.
That's lame. I'm sorry.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Tennis is a very fun
That's
sport,
fine.
actually.
You
Of
could,
course,
what
the
could
rich
have
kid
been,
would
Empress?
play.
Oh
You
yeah,
could
I
have been one of those sisters that play. You know, you'd be like all the time out there.
Oh,
Could you see-
I don't know. I was too shy as a kid, so I'm not too sure about that.
It would have brought it out of you. Amazing.
True, very true. Yeah. They probably would have.
You don't think you'd be good
But
at this, Val? You're amazing at weaving stories. You'd be fine. You'd be
Yeah.
fine. She's a very good writer. By the way, follow
Nice.
Val. You should. We're trying to trick her into streaming next year.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey,
Then
let's go.
if they've got the Rico endorsement, then yeah, 100%.
Love it.
All right, Rook.
All right, so here's mine. One, I won a fencing tournament in college.
Very noble.
I went to nationals for an air rifle competition.
Equally noble.
Hey.
Or three,
Which
I.
kid?
You can say that for
Which
any
kid
of the
sucked?
lines I say. I got Harry. I don't know the best way of saying the sentence. Have
I done
a
got
black
had.
belt. I done got the black belt in
I done
Taekwondo.
got myself a black belt in Taekwondo.
Ka-chow. Oh my glory.
That's awesome.
Also noble.
Thank you, battle brother.
You're welcome, my
I
lord.
don't know why I went into it. Like
Whichever
an Asian
one is
accent,
true.
whatever that was.
I have a question for Rook.
Okay,
Mhm.
go ahead.
What level of competition was it? D1, D2?
You're talking about for the air rifle, I'm assuming, right?
For fencing.
It was just it was just an in-house college tournament. It wasn't between any other college.
Okay.
Hmm.
And to help clarify, because you asked about the D1, D2, and I thought you were talking about air rifle, that I did for my NJRTC, so Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Navy.
Yeah.
In Navy.
Navy was a lot of the influence I had growing up. I was about to say something for a different truth and a lie. I can't say that. Never mind.
Shucks. We almost got him, guys.
Are you aware that the main character of the new Dragon Age game is called Rook? No, but I do know now. Sick!
Is it?
I also didn't know that there is a character named Rook in the Alien, I forgot I was going to call it the name of the game. Alien Alien Romulus movie that
Isolation.
came out. That was cool, too.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Look, you famous.
Didn't he die?
Apparently, so, spoilers. Spoilers!
Oh, spoilers.
They temporarily, like, reactivate him, essentially. But yes,
Interesting.
kind of. But, I mean, the actual actor is dead, so, I mean, yes.
Can I? Okay, so
Hmm.
I'm torn between two questions.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a way how to sneakily weave them together, but I don't think I can.
Just
Which one is false?
asks a question and then just throws an "and" into it.
That's what I was gonna do.
Of course you were.
Dang it, he knows me too well. Dang it. Okay. So my question for you:
Sure.
what got you into Taekwondo? Like, why? Why did you take Taekwondo?
So my
And
parents.
for that long?
It was actually not that long. So the instructor that I had, he was pretty lenient with the belt thing. So going up wasn't that difficult. He trained me for 4th and 5th grade. Yeah, I was young. Like, I was basically just a kid, and I got to it really fast to
Was
get
just
to
a
black belt.
baby.
Yeah. So I got put into it, the original question, though. Anger management. My parents felt like I had just had too much energy, and I was kind of turning into a bully with other students.
Oh, amen to
So
that.
they put me into it, and then I released my anger on them by kicking and punching.
Rook a bully? Rook is so nice. A bully? Rook as a bully? Oh no, I can't see that.
Right, it's so weird, yeah.
Wasn't there a
So that
movie
one's
with
the
this
truth?
exact premise?
Oh, he actually did do that, considering that he actually gave a very dry laugh at the end there. Okay, thanks, Rook.
The one truth or lie that wasn't actually on the board, was he a bully?
Hmm.
Wait, are all of the androids
That's
in
the
Alien
secret
named after
question.
chess pieces? Yes, that is correct. They're all named after chess pieces. I didn't find that out until I watched like a bunch of Screen Rant Easter egg videos. But yeah, there's Bishop, which I think is the other common one, and then Rook is the other one that I know of. Also, welcome back,
That's so
Berlin
cool.
boy. I understand getting ready for bed. 100% that.
Berlin, my lord.
All right, that's Empress's question, Cat's question. What do you got for me, Rico?
What was the belt you earned before the black belt?
That one,
Mm.
it was half black, half red. The system now uses a red belt solid with a black stripe, but it used to be half black, half red.
I had a follow-up question, but I can't ask it.
I know. It's like
Follow-up questions. What a bummer.
I know. Darn it. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with 3.
All right. Locking in 3.
Because of McDojo memes. Get your black belt and fries.
Oh man.
Hold the belt.
Hmm.
See,
You
I'm
like an apple pie with that?
Man, the last time I had an apple pie, I got it from McDonald's, and I regretted eating that thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it tasted so good, and immediately after, I was like, ugh, I'm dying.
I haven't eaten McDonald's in probably. Hey babe, when was the
Hours.
last time we ate McDonald's?
It was that one time you were at a
9
tornado.
years ago. It was 9 years
9
ago
years?
today. Yeah.
9 years ago, you've been tracking specifically.
Today. I mean, she would remember.
That's because he makes them at home. He makes chicken nuggets at home.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
sweet.
Are they dinosaur shaped?
I haven't tried to make them dinosaur shaped yet, but I could try.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Keep us in the
My
loop on that.
children know nothing
please
of
do.
Cretaceous chicken nuggets.
There needs to be more dinos in the world. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, there's plenty of them. They're just called oil.
McDojos are dojos that operate as a business first. They give belts as an incentive to keep going and paying, not as a show of growth and prowess. Interesting. I wouldn't really know. I don't know how long it would take for me to try and get it as an adult, or if they had a different ranking for kids or whatever.
Honestly, I thought he was
Who
just
knows?
going to say that it was like an Irish dojo.
Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be funny.
Don't be sliding up, laddies. I'm going to kick your
I'm,
pants
I'm
right
gonna
off.
say 2.
Okay. Rico on 3, Empress on 2.
I have a friend who has a black belt in Taekwondo, but I forget how long it took her because she's Korean. She lives in Korea,
Mm-hmm.
and they are crazy busy. Like growing up, crazy busy. So I don't know if she had if she could have gotten it sooner, but because she was so busy with everything else, she just took longer to get it. I don't know. So I'm torn. But you know what? Just for variety's sake, I'm gonna go for. But I know you've done fencing. I don't want to go with 1, but I also. Eh. You know what? I'm doing it for the content. I'm going for 1.
There you go,
Well. I did participate in air rifle competitions, but I never got to the nationals level. I did get to be co-captain, but we only made it to state.
Mm.
Yeah.
See, I was like, all of these are bragging worthy, and I've only ever heard you talk about fencing. I'm like, I didn't know you took Taekwondo. I didn't know you did air rifle competitions. I feel like I'm learning. I'm getting to know you for the first time, man. It's like, do I even know you?
I figured that's how it would make it fun. Empress, you're the one that said 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The only
she
reason I didn't say fencing because I was like, Rook sounds like a really rich kid, so he probably did take fencing.
Well
Yeah.
done, Berlin boy. Well
So I needed a physical education credit, and I didn't want to do any of the things that were available at my main college. So during the summer, I went to a community college, and I did fencing there throughout the summer, and then there was just an in-house tournament for it.
That's pretty cool.
That was a good time. I wish I could continue doing it, but
It's an expensive sport.
It is extremely expensive, even for me.
Oof.
I had to rent the gear, and that was a pretty heavy token.
Oh,
And
snap.
actually owning the gear or continuing to rent for a long term, and finding someone who knows how to fence outside of a college so you can practice.
Yeah.
It's super difficult. You have to be extremely skilled and like get recognition and get sponsorships like fast if you wanted to actually continue doing it, or do it as a super casual rich person hobby.
Dang.
And so, Rook, do you know about the dance system in Taekwondo? I do not. I don't recognize what that is. My instructor was from South Korea. He'd actually come over during the Korean War and started teaching Taekwondo to military people. I don't know if it was Army or Marines or what here in the U.S. And then after he retired from that, he taught exclusively kids during his time here. He still does it, actually, and I think his kids are going to be taking over the dojo.
Oh, nice.
It's a family business.
The dance system is the massive system that starts once you get the black belt. Okay. I didn't know what the name was, or maybe that's still incorrect in my thinking. I got the black belt, and there was 4 different degrees. And once I got the black belt, I had permission to start learning how to do things like weapons training. And some other things. I just remember the weapons because I really wanted to use a weapon. So I did that for a little bit. But that was also around the same time I wanted to get involved in other sports, aka tennis, and I quit. Oh. And back to
Man of
Cat.
many talents. You hear that? You hear that?
Oh, let's go. Oh, I just realized I need to
Back to
refresh. I'm
Catherine.
lagging behind.
She's pole danced on a bus. Hmm.
Family friendly. I guess we took the family friendly tag off. Christian
You could have
VTubers.
banned. I was gonna say you could have banned this onto the cat.
No, it's fine.
Ugh. Well, hi guys.
I feel like
this
2
will
and
be-
3 would be related.
I was thinking that too when I first read this.
I pulled dance and immediately was kicked off the bus.
The wasted GTA 5 thing comes up.
Thanks for having me, Rook. I will not see you guys again. This is where I get canceled.
Are you kidding me? Have you been on Twitch at all? This is PG.
Nah, do you see what Rabbit is saying? He's like, it's never family friendly with Rico and Empress.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm a father.
That's as family friendly as you can get. He's the only one here that has a family.
Father.
Well,
It's
I mean,
true.
like, we have other, like, never mind. We have parents, but whatever.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a ding
so
dang
yeah.
on delight. What do you mean?
Yes, you are.
Hmm.
Alrighty. So
Gotta read these
mine.
questions.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna read them. Like, oh yes, please. You have a better voice than me. Please read my
You got
questions for
this.
me.
Actually, Rico will be reading everyone's questions now.
Hello, everyone.
And coming up with
I
our
am
stories.
Catherine Naomi, and today I've fallen asleep and missed my stop on a bus. Next week, I was kicked
Oh.
off of a bus, and then third, I pole danced on a bus. It was riveting.
That is so funny hearing Rico say I pole danced on a bus.
Someone please clip that so we can abuse it.
The heresy. I do you one favor, and you abuse me. Yeah.
Immediately.
I did nothing. I did nothing. Thank you so much, sir. I didn't want anyone to clip me saying it.
It just sounds so wrong coming from Rico. I pole danced on a bus.
You'd like it that, like maraca is shaking in the background when I say it. I don't know. It just feels right.
Oh, is that what the kids are calling it these days? Maracas?
What do the kids call them otherwise?
Never mind. Never mind. Anyway.
I don't know the lingo of the day. I'm an old man.
So I think I'm going to ask the obvious first question. Why did you get kicked off a bus?
All right. So this was during my time in Korea, and I was there for my practicum with college, I had to go to kind of like the slums area. What was it? It was west of Seoul. And so my stop was the very last bus stop. So again, it wasn't I did anything wrong. It was just I had a lazy bus driver and he didn't want to go to the last stop. And so he's hollering at me because I'm the last one left on the bus because again, it's the last stop. So he's hollering at me in Korean and I'm like, "Gada," and I'm pointing at the last stop. I'm like, "That's where I need to go." And he's like, "Ah, nah, nah, nah." And I'm like, "Ah." So he pulls up at like, I think it's like the second last stop. And he waves me up to the front of the bus. I'm like, okay. I'm going to the front of the bus. He waves me off the bus. And I'm like, okay. And then luckily he was nice enough though to, there was another bus that had stopped behind us. And so he walked over to that bus and like talked to him. And I guess he asked him like, can you take her to the final stop? Because I don't know if he was like running behind, if he was tired, if he was grumpy. I don't know what. But he put me on another bus. And I'm like, dude, it's literally the next stop. So then I'm like, anyway.
He sounds like an Imperial. You got to learn how to delegate your tasks. Like the last stop.
The next bus driver. Here, you take her to the stop that's not even on your stop, and you take her there.
I have a question.
Yes.
What age were you when you supposedly pole danced on a bus?
Oh gosh. I gotta count the years back. Because I'm not old, guys. Don't worry, I'm not that old.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I was 24. 23 or 24. Nope, 23.
This age question makes me think about all the Twitter posts I've been seeing lately where it's like, is 25 too old to be a VTuber?
Oh my god.
Gosh!
Like, what the heck?
Or the other one where they're like, oh, it's what was the other post that they were like, oh, I'm 23 and I feel like my life is over. And there's a whole bunch of people being like, what are you talking about? Why
Shut
are
up.
you being so dramatic?
It's just like,
Yeah, according to Twitter, my horoscope shows me at 32.
You're so old.
Yeah,
so
you
old.
say that.
Says the 31-year-old over here.
So I have a question. I got one.
Yes.
So, all right, we'll say you pole dance. What maneuver would that have been? Would that have been like an aerial invert or an Allegra oversplit? Like what kind of
I'm sorry, did
what
you
kind of
look
moves
these
did you
up
do?
real quick? I'm curious about that. Or do we need to have you read this line
You don't
for
need to worry-
yourself?
You don't need to worry about what arcane sources I pull my knowledge from. Just tell me.
My bad, my bad.
Military. Military. He's pulled us for the military.
We're talking like a standard spin. We don't need to talk about my past. Look, she's the one on the board here.
My
She's the
bad.
one on the
Sorry.
board
Yep,
here.
you're right.
I
You're
am
right.
asking
You're the
the
one
question.
spitting names. The pole dancing name.
Rico, do you see those quotations? I'm gonna let you ask another question. Do you see those quotations? I don't know how to pole dance. That's why I put pole dance.
Girl, did
Number
you
three
just
is
give us
lie,
the
then.
answer? Did she just give us the answer by accident?
Maybe not.
Rico had to work hard through boot camp. You know what?
Please read Sarah's comment.
You have no idea, Saren.
Oh my
Yes.
glory.
If you truly want me to answer that question, I don't know. I was just spinning.
Spinning round and round. Those
Yeah,
jelly
literally.
You don't
donuts
seem
will
like the
earn
type to
themselves.
do fatherless behavior, so I feel like it would be 3.
Little did you know, I don't have a father.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
With 7 siblings? This is not immaculate conception, dear. We already established there were no adopted, so there's got to be a father.
Exactly.
You don't know my life. Maybe he left to go get milk.
The 7 kids, he's like,
After
yeah, no, I'm
7?
good.
So I was just like, okay, I signed up for too much. Yeah.
That's one too many. I'm out.
7 is the perfect number, right? It's like I can't.
mean,
Number 7.
I can't let there be
I-
any more. I gotta remove myself
will-
from the picture.
I will say, fun fact. My parents wanted 6, and they ended with twins. So-
That's fantastic.
Oh, Lord.
And the
My
twins
dad's
were
like,
adopted.
Twins running my wife's family.
Jokes on you, the twins were adopted. Actually, jokes on you guys. I was adopted.
Oh no,
Dun dun dun.
that can't be.
We're gonna have to fix your later slide. Gosh, just kidding.
Heretical
Oh
lore.
no.
That's right, Val. You do have twins.
Oh, let's go. Twins
I'm
are
in
great.
danger, aren't
What do you mean?
I? I'm just saying, twins run in my wife's family, and then my sister's
Oh.
having twins, so it means it must run in mine.
Congrats.
Not yet. Hold on.
This will be the time that you do faint. Is when you have triplets.
I'd be like, ah, yes, the fainting of bankruptcy.
Time to re-enlist.
No. No,
Alright.
that would ensure bankruptcy.
That's actually probably true. Saren says congrats on the 4 kids,
Rico.
bro.
Thank you. Thank you. According to the last time me and Empress played Life, there'll be all girls.
Yeah, with one boy, right? And then the one
Well,
boy
see,
that
I've already got
remember
the
the one
boy.
boy?
I've already
The
got
one boy
the
that
boy.
you had, wasn't it
The
with
one.
like
Yeah, it was with a so the one boy I did have in that game was with a tax marriage.
Oh my god.
If it works, it works, right?
It's just for taxes. That's all. It's all right.
I am going to put my guess on number 1 and lock that in.
Aight,
I would say 3.
I'm gonna say 3.
aight. Alrighty. The lie is I have never fallen asleep and missed my step on a bus.
Yeah. You are so
That's the
much
only-
of a people pleaser, you wouldn't let yourself fall asleep even if you were exhausted.
No. Here's what it is. The only time
Oh.
I've taken buses have
I want to
been
recount.
in Korea.
But
And
she
so
has
in
pole dance. So let it
Yeah,
be known
I'll-
she has pole dance.
So which move was it?
I'll get to that in just a second. I'll get to that in just a second. So the reason I've never fallen asleep and missed my stop was because I was over in Korea. So I was extra paranoid of like, okay, I need to make sure I get to the right stop and I don't miss it, because if I miss it, I have no idea how to get back because I have no cell serve. Like I don't have data. I can't call anybody. I can't text anybody, and I have no idea where I'm going. I was just given, you go and you get off at this stop. I'm like, okay, I go in and get off at this stop. I even had one lady follow me from my homestay's house all the way back to her house because she wanted to make sure I got there okay.
She's like, "Oh, precious, are you all right?"
She literally like, oh man. She followed me on the bus. She followed me on the subway. And as I'm coming out of the subway station, she comes up behind me. She's like, Ketty. I'm like, ah! I was like, I'm so sorry. I followed you. I wanted to make sure you got here okay.
I mean, that's really sweet at least.
Oh, it was so sweet. I was just like,
That is.
oh.
And
no,
then you repaid
and
her
I-
by pole dancing.
All right, so here's Cat's pole dancing story. So it was, I think,
Fatherless
One of-
behavior, Rico. Pole dancing.
Fatherless, absolutely fatherless behavior.
just wait, it gets better. It was one of my
Oh,
last
no.
nights. In,
Okay.
it was one of my last nights in Korea before I had to go back home. And so a bunch of the ladies in the church were like, "Hey, like let's go hang out. It'll be great." I'm like, "Okay."
Whoa! Back up. The ladies in the church took you.
Like I said, it gets
So
better.
the ladies in the church in Korea, I can just hear Mushu come running, like, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, dishonor on your whole family.
Dishonor on your bus.
Especially the
y'all are,
bus.
see, the funny thing is, y'all are gonna like groan and shake your head by the time we get to this. So anyway,
You don't know what
Chill
I've
out.
lived through, dear.
we go out, we have our fun. It starts to like torrential downpour as we're at this one cafe. So we're like, okay, we'll wait until it stops raining, then we'll go back home. Stops raining. We go to the bus stop. We get on the bus. There's not enough. Oh no, there was enough seating. So yeah, we all sat down. Oh, so in Korea, it's like polite to get up and get ready to leave the bus before it stops. Like as you can see your stop approaching, because then you can quickly get off the bus and they can carry on and keep up with their times and stuff like that. So me, having gotten used to that, I get up. Everyone else is still sitting down. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just stand here. And I'm holding the pole. For some reason, he decides to, I don't remember if it was hit the gas or slam on the brakes and turn. And so the floor is wet. I'm wearing sandals. So I immediately start spinning around this pole. In the middle of the bus.
Now I understand
I see.
the quotes.
And nobody saw me well, I guess like one or two strangers saw me. And one of the ladies in the group saw me because the others were all talking and looking at their phones. She immediately starts like hyperventilating. She's laughing so hard. And all the ladies, like, thankfully they looked at her because I'm still trying to stop myself from spitting and stand up straight. And they're like, what's so funny? And she's like crying. And every time she looked at me, she started crying again. And
Well, I mean,
everyone's
the
like,
question
what
is,
happened?
so
I'm like,
it
I don't
started
know.
out. It started out an accident, but did you lean into it? You know what I mean? Like you started spinning on accident, threw your back forward. You know what I mean? And then
you're
the
like,
head
the
back,
movement's
let the
here
hair
already.
fly.
I mean, one of my legs
Lights
definitely
start
flew
playing
out
in
from
the
underneath
bus.
me, but you know, that
Oh,
was not
sorry, it
intentional.
never happens.
I just need to feel alive. So,
Please
was
don't
my
kick me
moment.
off
Like
this
a
bus.
woman in my life.
so anyway,
Like,
yeah.
she's a maniac on the
See, I told you guys would groan and like, oh my gosh.
Nah, it's not grown. We're just, we're laughing with.
You know,
Yeah.
Saren, you say boo clickbait title, but maybe I should say which of these streamers pole danced, as when I put this on YouTube as the title.
Oh no! No,
You said which of these streamers pole dance?
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
My own sister. My own sister. I told you the past is in the past. I'm a redeemed soul through Jesus Christ our Lord. Don't worry.
Oh. Yep, that'll get you views, Rook. That'll definitely get you views.
Especially as soon as they see, like, for y'all's audience, as soon as anyone in your community sees one of your names attached to this too.
You're gonna be like, what?
Oh my
Oh
glory.
man.
They'll just come
Have
flooding
I
in.
pole danced?
It had to be Rico.
Shout out to P1 for not
Oh, hey.
giving my secret away.
Welcome in, Lizzie Pear. It was Kat.
What have you
She's the
walked
one that
into?
pole
What
danced.
Hold up a second, Rico. What is this?
Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, focus on Rico. Focus on Rico.
What?
I'm yesterday's news.
Yeah, Lizzie Pear. We were just talking about fatherless behavior, but we're not gonna go into many
Listen to
deep
this.
details.
I once horrified a pool full of families by emerging from the water covered in blood. Rico.
Are you reading this, or am
Sounds-
I reading this? Who's telling the story here?
Ooh.
I
Oh
mean,
my
you read for me,
God.
so it's only right that Embers reads for you. Like, you know.
I guess that's fair. Do you want to read it?
Oh, why is number one
No.
unfinished?
I was just reading as you guys were talking, and I was like, "What is it?"
Why is one unfinished?
Yeah, I think I forgot to translate some stuff. Do you remember what this was supposed to originally
number
say?
3 should be to avoid getting a shot, not shot.
Oh!
Oh my
Oh my
god!
gosh, that changes everything.
A to avoid a shot. There we go.
I swear I copy and
You're trying to clickbait everybody.
I could have sworn I copy and pasted these, but clearly I messed up somewhere.
That would be
Oh,
an entirely different memory.
I'm like, Rico, how are you still like? How are you, friend?
So far, I'm okay.
What is
They didn't get me yet. We'll just put it that way.
what did I miss
talk
with
about
number
that one?
1, Rico?
Oh, we'll get into that, I'm sure.
To start a fire with blank. Oh wait.
I blew up a lawnmower when trying to start. No, did you do? What did you do?
I don't know.
What did you do?
No. I blew up a lawnmower trying to start it with fire.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Lizzie, you're just in time for the good stuff. Nothing's going right here.
Okay,
Let me make sure the
perfect.
second one's right. I once horrified a pool full of families by emerging from the water covered in blood. No, that's it.
Okay, perfect.
I was hoping that
Whew.
wasn't.
We got that one good.
Good job, Rook. You're 1 for 3.
Perfect.
All right. I blew up a lawnmower when trying to start it with fire. That's the basic concept, but you know. I once horrified a pool full of families by emerging from the water covered in blood. And then I jumped out of a moving car to avoid getting a shot.
Not to avoid getting shot. To avoid getting
Not
a
avoid
shot.
getting shot, but getting a shot.
My bad. I wanted to spice it up a little.
You're all right.
That took it to like from a 1 to a 10 immediately.
Honestly, I've got a story for each, so it really wouldn't matter.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say maybe that helps us determine that 3 is true, but he seemed so prepped for these. I don't know.
I mean, do we have any questions? It's probably pretty obvious, right?
I will actually use Saren's question because I'm curious about this. So Saren asked, and this will count as mine. Whose blood was it? In reference
was
to number
mine.
2. It was your own?
Yes.
Okay.
It was my blood.
Yeah, see, that doesn't surprise me because I don't know if you like bump your nose and you have a bloody nose, you come out of the water and it's still gushing. Yeah, it's gonna go everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas someone else's blood, it should have washed off in the water? Question mark. Unless
Or
there's
he's
blood
fighting
in
an
the water,
alligator.
question mark.
Well, this is
In
a
a
pool,
pool
so
full
hopefully
of
not.
families. Rook!
It sounds like Rico. He could be fighting an alligator
Run,
anywhere.
save yourselves!
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you trying to start up a lawnmower with fire?
Okay, so
second that.
I had the basic concept down. I was really young, and
Oh
so
my gosh.
we couldn't get the pull string to work. So I figured, oh, you know what? All we got to do is we just got to get the fire going. So I took a rag and I put it inside the gas tank, and then I lit it on fire.
No!
So it would travel up, and I ran back to safety while my younger brother held on to the handle, waiting diligently, for the lawnmower to start because brain damage is in the family. So we stood there while the fire trickled up into the gas tank, and then it exploded, and he flew back crying like he was hurt or something. And then the immediate thought between me and my other brother was, "Oh God, Dad's gonna kill us." Brother was fine.
Why is this every when there's at least 3 brothers? Why is this every story of the older 2 siblings and the poor younger sibling gets? Oh my gosh.
It's called pulling the short straw.
Fair, because they are short as they're
Also,
youngest.
for some reason, the young ones are just so tragically trusting. I don't know.
Unfortunately, yes. Oh
That
my
sounds so
Glanta.
suspicious.
It is.
Don't laugh and say that, Rico. That's yours.
Yeah, exactly, Val. Dad's gonna kill us, not we killed Michael.
Val.
Also, with the an alligator in the pool statement, the Florida exists, y'all. I know that's maybe not where Rico lives. I have no idea, but Florida exists, and alligators
True.
get into pools all the time
That is true.
in Louisiana.
Man. Okay, I will use my question for the third thing then. How old were you when you jumped out of a moving car?
I think I was around 8 years old. Was it 8 or 9?
8.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you still oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I'm trying to use my inside information to see if I can get anything.
Oh, Val gave us in.
We don't live in
Just about
Florida.
gators though.
No, we
Yeah.
live in Georgia. We live in Georgia.
Yeah, he said it. He said it at the beginning. Remember,
Oh.
you guys,
No.
about the tornado question?
I never
don't
said
remember
anything
that.
about alligators. That was brought up as an allegation, okay?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
Who's the dad, y'all?
But I give you snaps for that, friend.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love the dad jokes.
I'm gonna lock in number 2.
All right, number 2.
What was that sigh? I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I'm
I
gonna
took a
say
sip
3.
of tea.
Yeah, I'm
Number
also
says
gonna
3.
say 3.
All right, we got 2 3s and a 2.
He
Are
didn't
you
say how
ready?
fast he was moving, so I think that he could have just jumped out when they were pulling out of the driveway.
I'd like to think that it was Val that jumped out of the car.
New Val lore drop?
I don't know. I just technicality. Like I didn't jump out. My brother did, or my sister did.
She was
It
brave
could have
for her
also been a
short.
toy car. It could have also been like one of those toy cars, you know?
True.
I know, Val. I was
true.
the only one. I was the only one that was a coward for my shots. It was weird. Yeah. But no, number 3 is the lie.
Shucks.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm like an 8-year-old jumping out of a car. I'm like, there's got to be a technicality to that.
Oh, well, that did happen. It just wasn't me.
Oh, called it. Let's go. Good job, Empress.
Yeah.
Any questions further that you guys would like to?
You know, I'll say this. I'll say this. Knowing what we know so far about Rico, all of his like seem so plausible. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, of course you jumped out of a car to avoid getting caught.
Yeah, Val, it was Mike. You were, I don't know where you were at the time. You were little. You were little, actually. I think you were just
How
a baby.
fast was the car going?
It was reversing out of the driveway.
Hello,
Oh,
lion.
okay.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, lion. Oh,
You're 8, I was a newborn. Yeah, you were. You were just a little baby.
a
La
wee
bebe.
little lassie.
A wee bairn.
You're so freaking good at rolling R's. What the heck?
Arrrr.
So I attracted my wife.
Empress, are you
All right,
drowning? Are
taking
you
notes.
okay?
Grrr.
There you go. Nicely done.
Arrrr. Can you not roll your R's?
Nope.
Wow.
What? Couldn't be me.
I can do it for
It's
like.
okay. I exclusively learned to do it by doing the Tigger voice for my kids.
Oh,
That's adorable.
So sweet. Aw.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll read. Cough, cough. I've gone skydiving before.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I know how to roller skate.
Mhm.
Ooh. I have had several pets before.
May
Ooh.
they rest in peace.
All the ooze at the
There you
end.
go.
Ooh.
Past tense. Hmm.
Well, I have a question. Did you do
Yeah.
tandem or solo for skydiving?
Solo.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, that's the lie. Anyway, so did you guys want to continue or?
It
Uh,
was a dare. You don't believe me? It was a dare.
it was a dare to do it solo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Money was on the line, okay?
Oh, yeah, that sounds like Empress. Does anything for money, right?
She forgot her
Hey,
parachute.
Rock.
All right. How old were you when you learned how to roller skate?
Maybe 6?
Oh, cool.
Remember how popular that was in the 90s? Nobody's younger than that. Don't answer that. But do you guys remember roller skating in the 90s? You know, it was like, you know, you'd always sit there and everybody was like, we're going to meet up at the roller skate after work. And then you'd show up and nobody could actually skate. And everybody's just kind of making that dead man's roll towards the other wall because they can't steer. Good times.
Man, nothing
Good
like the
times.
movies that presented the 90s.
Mhm.
I
Grease.
Yeah,
I mean,
Grease.
it's getting it's pretty popular now as a sport, like as a recreational sport.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are doing
they
it now.
consider that a sport? I mean, I guess there's ice skating.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and me both, Val. You and me both. I can't type either. So.
I still love roller
You're in
skating.
good
Well, if
company.
only I could type. It's fine. Val, that's because
girl,
we were
same.
given the breakfast special for hands. It's a pancake and 5 sausage links. They're just massive mitts. Like they're just
Oh
they're only
my
good for
glory.
slapping.
That's so good. And yes, Lion, you have noticed correctly. The tiniest Rico is with us today.
Yes.
I'm just really far back. We've already talked about this. It's fine. I'm really far back.
Any other questions for me?
Yeah, mine's about the plane. Were the wings above
Sure.
or below?
The wings above or below? Above.
Okay. Shucks.
I'm still caught up on the solo.
I was hoping to reaffirm and catch something.
Listen, okay. Listen.
Mm-hmm. We're listening, Linda.
I have a younger sister, all right? I have a younger sister. And she was like, with my first check, when she started working part-time, she's like, with my first check, if you do this, I will give you the entire check.
Totally.
Or at least part of it.
In
Dang.
this economy?
Oh, this was like a couple of years ago, Rico. I said it was for my 18th birthday.
In
Those
this
were better
economy?
times. Those were better times, Rico.
There were better times, Rico.
A couple years ago. I don't know where you guys were living.
Back when the dollar
Yeah,
menu
still-
actually counted for something.
It was actually was much cheaper. Also, we were like living together with our parents, so.
So you did a discount flight where they let you go and do a solo dive immediately.
Immediately, no, we saved I saved up for this.
That's
And then-
that's
You mean
not
like
the
your
concern.
Your first skydive
Yeah, that was the bet.
was a solo flight. Welcome to Mexican Airlines. We only have one parachute, so you know, good luck.
That was the bet. That was the bet. They were like, "You got to do a solo." I was like,
Alright. I'm gonna lock in one.
I'm locking in one as well.
I'm also locking in one.
The FAA is so freaking strict on stuff. She's about to rake in so many points, or we're all gonna actually catch up to her.
No. I was actually no. One is the lie. One
Okay.
is the lie. I've never actually been skydiving.
You had me convinced until Rico asked about
You mean the very
You
first
just-
question?
well that too. But then the thing that
Hold on a
solidified
second.
it
Rico
was
asked
you.
2 questions. Now that I think about it, Rico asked
No.
2 questions.
I already knew. We all already knew.
No. That's cheating. That's cheating. It's fine.
You can deduct a point from me if we.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
It keeps the game close. I'm letting you keep the point.
It's not that serious.
We gotta keep the suspense for
You
YouTube.
can ask me 2 questions, Empress.
No, it's fine, Rico. Don't worry. It's not that
I-
serious.
I do want to ask what kind of pets you had before. I'm curious about
I've
that.
had several dogs and I've had birds.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mhm. I've also had fishes. So we've always had pets growing up.
That's awesome.
See, I couldn't have
Same.
birds or fish because there'd be one night where I'm just too hungry and there's nothing in the fridge. And it's
I
like,
can't with you.
No!
I'm just saying, you know.
We've all been there.
Oh, but we got a pan fry and a Cornish game hen.
can.
All right, just need a potato.
Yum, 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 yum.
He just goes in and grabs the fish from the tank and just throws it on the skillet.
Daddy, what happened to Nemo? Shut up. Eat the fillet.
He went home.
It's very fresh. Oh my glory. You never got to have pets growing up, Lizzie? I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's so sad. We usually had dogs because we usually lived in sketchy areas. So
We
I
always
constantly
have
grew
a
up with
dog.
dogs.
I say boldly without having a dog.
Doggy. I do know dogs will come up again at some point for a couple people.
Oh, nice.
My 3 for this time. 1, I rode an elephant during my time in Thailand. 2, I ate emu when I was visiting Australia.
Oh,
These
emu's
such
good.
rich kid things.
You mean the fact that I went to the 3 different countries?
Mm-hmm.
Or 3, I accidentally drank alcohol in England when I was still underage.
Accidentally.
Yes.
That's easy to do.
I was gonna say I'm gonna call it technicality. He did it willingly.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
abroad
my
and
gosh,
they're
I
gonna give me
accidentally
some
drank
beer.
this fifth.
Wow. This non-alcoholic cider sure tastes like alcohol.
I'll have 3 more.
Wow, this
Sorry,
is so
son.
good.
More of this fermented tea, please.
I can't believe we dumped this in the harbor. What the heck?
They'd be like, oh, this is made with rice. Oh, it can't be alcoholic,
Oh my gosh.
I'll have to take another sip to be sure.
right?
Just one more.
Where
Hey,
am I?
Hey, Rook,
It
could
is
you read
adult
number 2 again?
soda.
Yes, I ate
It is-
emu
oh.
when I was visiting Australia.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Emu? Like,
Emu.
yeah,
Yeah.
the bird.
Is it
Emu.
emu?
No.
It
Where do you
depends
see
on,
the MEW at there, girl?
No, it's like how they pronounce it. I've heard it emu.
I'm
I
American.
mean, I think it can do both, but
I guess it's tomato potato. That's fair. I was like, I'm like, wait, did I hear that right?
Well, that was Kat's question. Anyone else? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know
that
that
how
was
you
just a
pronounce it?
clarification.
No, it's fine. It's
No,
fine.
no. I legitimately know that was just a clarification thing.
I have one.
Jokes on
Go
you.
ahead.
How did you accidentally drink alcohol?
So when I went to England, it was around Christmas time, and it was snowing really heavily, and we got to go into groups of 4 or 5. We had an odd number of people. So when we found what we thought was kind of like just like a cafe because it was near a river, we went in and they had cans and bottles of drinks and stuff like that. And we didn't have to show IDs or anything, so we bought some flavored drinks to try them all out. I got some. It was something fruity. It was like a grape thing. I don't remember exactly what it was. And then the others got 3 other flavors because I was in a group of 4. So we got the cans. We started drinking and ate some like beef thing. I don't remember what it was.
beans, crumpets.
It didn't have those. It was like apparently it was just like a classic dish for that area. It's some kind of like beef stew, but I wouldn't really call it a stew. I don't remember.
Wellington.
No, but sure, we'll go with that. For your mental image, I had Wellington.
I had Wellington. It was a delight.
So we started drinking, and it was good. We thought it tasted great. It was bubbly, whatever. And we thought they were sodas. And when we went back outside into the cold, we were like, man, we feel really warm still after eating and
no.
drinking. And like all our cheeks were flushed and everything. And I had gone and bought another can before we left because I thought it tasted really good. And then we looked at the percentages when I found it going through the ingredients list because I was curious. I was like, oh, this has like 9% alcohol.
Oh no. Oh man.
So yeah,
Good
that's
times.
that's how that happened accidentally. We didn't realize, and we didn't have to show any proof or anything. So
All right. My question.
Mm-hmm.
How did you end up riding the elephant in Thailand?
sure. So Thailand is primarily jungle and forest, except for the port areas and the major cities like Bangkok. We had 2.5 weeks there, and during one of the weeks, we were staying with a Christian group. Like, they weren't a missionary group, but they were with another church. I don't know how to describe them. Anyway, they had a building out more toward the jungle area, so we stayed there for one of the weeks. And there was a local sanctuary that used to be used for elephant labor for like lumber, and it got turned into an elephant sanctuary. So the elephants became a tourism spot, and you get to watch them paint. Like they sold the paintings, you get to watch them paint live. You get to see them watch, or you get to watch them bathe and stuff like that. But if you paid extra bahts, which is the currency there, Thai bahts, then you could actually ride onto an elephant. So 2 people could go together and ride on top of the elephants. And they just did like a tour through the area that they used to do the lumber. It's like maybe a 30, 45-minute tour.
That would be exciting.
It was.
All right. So when you ate the emu.
Yep. It does not
was
taste
it
like
gamey?
chicken. Yes, it is gamey.
That wasn't like a. Thank you for that added bit of information.
Sorry. Sorry. I'll let you ask the full question.
Was it gamey tasting?
It was, yes. I feel like that's a pretty straightforward question. But
Yeah.
if you want if you want more, I mean they're pretty muscle bound
No, that's all I
birds.
need.
So
All right. What do you guess?
I might be overthinking this now because oh my gosh. But I'm tempted to go with 1 because Rook described everything about his trip and everything about the elephants. He did not describe his time on the elephant until I said, "Oh, that would have been exciting." And he's like, "It was." I'm like, So.
all right,
That's a good point.
Cat's locking in number 1.
I'm going.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna lock in 1. And again, I'm probably overthinking it, but it's fine.
I'm gonna also say 1.
Okay. Empress for 1.
I'll go. I'll go with 1. Sure.
And that's how I take the lead, boys and girls.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I guess I should have described my time on the elephant a little bit more. That one is true. The England one is true.
Sorry, guys.
Here's the
Okay,
fun
so it was
fact.
the emu.
Here's the fun fact with 2. I have never been to Australia or eaten emu. I have done neither of those. The
Gosh,
whole thing
dang
was
it.
all of it was a lie.
You've been to Thailand. You've been to England. I just assume this rich kid over here has been to Australia too. Didn't even put 2 and 2 together. Dang it.
When I came up with it, by the way, Rico, I anticipated someone would ask what it tasted like, so I looked up what the national dishes in Australia were, and I picked emu, and I was like, okay, what does it taste like? How do people describe it? And they typically say gamey.
Oh my.
It is gaming. It is gaming, but it's not really.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be my preferred pheasant, but you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say, if I were to describe the time on an elephant, it would be similar to being on a small boat on rough waters, but it's very rhythmic per se. Like when the elephant's moving, it's very much you're swaying one way and then the other, and then the other way, and
Number
the
2
other.
was false, Lizzie.
Oh, number 2 is false. Sorry, yeah. So number 1, it was fun. Honestly, the experience of being on an elephant, really cool. Loved it, great, all that stuff. But it's also so humid in Thailand, and this was one of the days that I got dehydrated on really badly.
Oh no.
yeah. You
So
got
I was already feeling sick, and that 40-minute time in the sun with mosquitoes, humidity is 80% there, with it already being about 96, 97 degrees most of the time. I was just glad when the ride was over and I could get back in the shade and throw up.
You know, that's fair.
They wouldn't be able to tell in Thailand anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, what's one more technicolor yawn added to the streets?
Yeah, Bangkok has a lot of problems. We couldn't wear yellow because when we went, they had just dealt with a coup, and all the coup members would be wearing yellow when they were out and about.
Oh.
So that was
See,
interesting.
you said a coup, and I was thinking of the villain from Samurai Jack. I just defeated a coup.
Sorry. No, like
Yes.
the military tried to do a coup against the princess there, because there was a bit of a split faction at the time right before we went. So yeah, that was fun. We saw a lot of like armed military people in the main cities, so that was cool and terrifying. I don't know, I didn't care. Anyway, Kat, tell us about yourself.
Oh, but it's man, it's not as exciting as that though.
You say that, but this looks great.
Alrighty, so again, I got some more travel ones here. Number 1, I got proposed to while traveling solo in China. Number 2, I walked through the middle of an army meeting in South Korea. And number 3, I got stuck in traffic behind members of the Yakuza in Japan.
What were they talking about in South Korea?
What were they talking about?
Yeah, what was the intel? Come on, I need the deets.
Is that your question?
You're safe back in here in the U.S. Let's get those informations.
Yeah. I gotta file a
okay.
report.
Rico, the CIA agent.
Well, how
I
did
will
you
say, to
walk
give some...
into South Korean meeting, I guess?
Okay, so
how did you do that?
To give some background context, like that's not normal. People don't freak out. Still go to Korea. It's absolutely wonderful and beautiful there in South Korea.
North Korea, on the other hand.
Well,
Rico.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Actually, funny you mentioned that. The reason that there was a heavier army presence was because while I was in South Korea, there was some squabbles at the border, and like to the point where I woke up one morning and I had like tons and tons of messages and emails of friends and family back at home being like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, like what?" Like it's just a normal occurrence for them at this point. But yes, I would walk through this park almost every day to go and tutor at this small after school academy that some church ladies ran. And so that was the only way I knew how to get to and from where I was staying. So on my way to class, there was nobody in the park. On my way back, I noticed like there were some army guys on the side. I'm like, oh, okay, like maybe like some guys are getting ready to like head back to base or whatever. I keep walking. I walk through this bush, and there's this giant circle of officers and commanders. And at that point, like I didn't know Korean very well. I didn't know what they were saying, but they all just kind of stopped and looked at me. This like super pasty white girl just walks in.
I'm done.
Oh, I'm just gonna back up a little bit, walk around the outside of you guys, because I don't know how to get home except through this part.
And then after this situation, that guy refused to take her to the last stop. He's like, "Wait, I recognize this girl."
She was trying to invade our troops.
She's a North Korean spy.
We can't let them hurt BTS.
Oh my god.
I'm done, folks. Are you serious?
It's fine. I'm sure at least they didn't mistake you for the entertainment or something.
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yikes. Yep. I can tell stories, man.
All right. Next question.
How did you know they were members of the Yakuza? Because if it's in traffic, you would have just been behind like a car.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember.
Take your time.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Any amount of time you need to come up with the lie, it's okay.
Okay, so this was when I was on my mission trip to Japan. Unfortunately, because there were so many of us, we had to split up into separate vehicles. And so half the team went ahead of us, and the other half we were waiting for the pastor to finish up and then load up the van, and then we left. As we're driving down this street, suddenly this like old school fancy car and these motorcycles come whipping out from this side street. And the motorcycles are like zigzagging all over the road, and they're going slow, and every car along with us like immediately like slows down so that there's like a good like however many meters between them and those vehicles. And we're just kind of like, okay, like what's going on? Like we're a little late for this. Why are we slowing down? And the driver just like starts to look pale, and we're like, oh, okay, what is going on? And so eventually like the car and the motorcycles like turn off to the side, and then all the traffic on the street starts to proceed normal. And we're like, what was that? And like, oh, it's just the Yakuza. Don't worry about it. We're like, ah. So we get to our destination, and our friend's like, what took you guys so long? We're like, it's a funny story. We got stuck behind the Yakuza. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All right.
You have a good night, Dom. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Good night, Dom. Oh, that's a
Have a
very
good
split
night.
vote.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where in China did you get proposed to?
Okay, so it was technically Hong Kong. I was walking through the airport trying to find my friend, and this man approaches me with some flowers, and I'm like, oh,
Solid
okay,
start.
and it was like this older man and woman with him. And so I'm like, oh, like, are they just being friendly? Do they think I'm the wrong person? And so me being the chronic people pleaser that I am, I'm like, oh, thank you. And then they start trying to talk to me in broken English, and I'm like, I don't really understand what they're saying and stuff. And the man like starts to kind of like hold my hand more, and I'm like, okay, this is starting to feel a little uncomfy. And my friend comes running out of nowhere, just like gung-ho, full tilt towards me and grabs me and is like starts saying something to them and like drags me off. I'm like, what was that? He's like, they're trying to like marry you off to their son. Like they're trying, that was the proposal.
Funny.
They're trying to marry you off to their son. I'm like, oh, this is why I shouldn't travel solo anymore, or at least learn the language of where I'm going.
Had things gone
I just thought,
differently.
oh,
I mean, was he rich?
I'm just like, I don't I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. Dang,
You
I
could
missed
have been
my
wife
chance.
to the president of the Zhejiang province, and you would have.
I
had
could have been so
all
rich,
the things
guys.
you wanted.
Very solid position, I hear. Very long term.
Oh man.
Just
Anyway.
ignore the communism; it would have been fine.
So from then on, I'm like, I'm not talking to anybody anymore in any airports. I'm just going to my destination and I'm
Now
done.
that's a good decision.
I do still like traveling though.
Don't talk to people.
I just don't talk to people.
I think I'm gonna lock in 3.
I'm gonna lock in 1.
I'll say 3.
Alrighty. I have never got proposed to while traveling solo in China.
Yes.
That was a friend of mine. She
Your
almost
friend
got proposed
you in
to.
China.
No. How'd you know?
What a tale.
No, that actually almost happened to a friend of mine who was actually traveling with her friend. And if her friend hadn't dragged her away, she also, as a chronic people pleaser, would have ended up
my
getting married off
glory.
to somebody.
Hey Empress, how's your poetry looking these days? I think we need to brush
Not that
up.
good.
We need to open some, where the sidewalk ends or something.
I love those books.
Yes, the other two are very true.
Very good, very good. Well traveled.
Yes.
You're not gonna
Yes,
You're not gonna say she's a rich girl. It's just me that gets hit with the rich stuff.
I never said you were rich.
Okay, well that's fair.
Honestly, a lot of my travels were all missions trips, and then through either me using my college money or using every last dime in my bank account so I could travel.
Hey, as long as it's enjoyable, and you,
Oh, it's great.
and you find a sugar daddy overseas. I couldn't even hold my face during that.
Is he
Yeah.
Oh my glory.
Is it Jewish?
A Greek. He's got to be Greek. All right, let's see here. So I have actually never been skydiving.
Mm-hmm.
I have survived a plane crash. And then I accidentally sicked my dog on our pet gerbil after setting it free.
Mm.
Take that as you will.
I know what my first question is gonna be for you.
Go for it.
Why did you immediately know to ask the question about solo or tandem for Empress when that was related to skydiving?
That's because my brother
Ooh.
is a pilot, and he actually works for a skydiving company. So he does all that stuff. I refuse to do it. I mean, he asked me. He's like, do you want to go skydiving for free? And we were thinking about doing it, but then it was the day I think it was the day before I was actually scheduled to go do it, and they jump a camera guy out with them,
Mm-hmm.
and the camera guy's chute didn't open,
Oh!
and he became a, however high up they go, pancake. So I refused to do it after that. But my brother's always kept me in touch with like, oh yeah, you don't, because I've had this question before. They don't jump out tandem, or they don't jump out solo. You have to go out through all this training. And so I actually went through most of that stuff where I was supposed to be strapped to some guy
Mm-hmm.
and then thrown out with them. And I was like, no.
Never trust anybody.
My brother is a good pilot. It wasn't his fault.
Oh yeah. It's not the pilot's fault. It's like,
Yeah, he was flying the plane. He
Charlie?
wasn't doing the jumping.
Of course. I like how Val also verifies that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Next
honestly
question.
totally fair.
oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna ask what everybody else is thinking. So what happened with the plane crash?
Okay, so I was actually on my way out of Iraq. Survived all kinds of wacky stuff, and our C-130, as we were heading back to Kuwait, had a dual engine failure, so the hydraulic system failed. And
Oh
my
my
glory.
gosh.
They were like, "Hey, we're gonna have a bit of a rough landing," and it was like, "Oh, okay." And so
A
we
rough landing.
wound up crash landing in an airbase in northern Iraq called oh God, what was it? Balad. It was Balad Air Base. And when we hit the ground, we kind of belly skidded in, but we lost a wing, and the whole plane kind of rolled a little bit. Nobody died, thank God. We just had some broken arms, a few injuries, and then we were stuck in Kuwait for a few days, laughing about how the Marine Corps tried to kill us more than the enemy did. And then, it was like figures. And then eventually, after a few days, they put us on another C-130, which also had a hydraulic failure, but managed to make it to Kuwait. So it's great being in the military, guys. Sign up today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ain't that the best recruiter video you've ever heard, Satan?
Oh, Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
How do you accidentally have your dog chase your pet gerbil?
All right, so we hated this gerbil, to be fair, but I didn't do it on purpose. Like, this thing was trying to escape its cage all the time, and it finally got free. And so we heard this because the dogs in the middle of the night ran out and tore all through the house. We're like, what God's name is going on? So we ran upstairs, found the gerbil. It somehow didn't get killed by the dogs. And I threw it outside. I was like, be free. Be free, pet gerbil. Go live the life you've always dreamed.
Be
of.
free.
So much. And then the next morning, I let my dog Rascal outside. He was a stocky little Boston Terrier. He just goes out, and he was out there doing his business. And then I heard something in the bushes to the right, and I was like, "Go get him, Rascal! Go get him, boy!" And then he took off. And then I see him like scuffle around in the bush for a few seconds, then chomp down and throw his head back like it was the Sandlot. And like I just see this gerbil like through the air, and then my dog just boom, and he catches this thing in the air, rips it apart. It was horrible, and I was like, well, and he was all proud of himself. It wasn't his fault. I was just like, good boy. So,
I love that during
Anyway,
your
that's
commentary, or going through this, Val, the two themes back to back is because the rodent was Satan, very fat dog.
He was a fat dog. He loved spaghetti nights. That was the best dog ever. But he was absolutely a guy's dog. He was just disgusting. But I loved him.
Oh man.
Rest in peace, Rascal. You're in heaven now, boy.
Oh. Oh wait, Dom said she's going to bed right here. I'll
Yeah,
just
she
I'm
said
in chat anyway.
bed
I'll just do
earlier.
the poll.
Oh, thank you, Kat.
I got you, boss.
Let me know when the poll's done, and I'll give chat like 3 seconds, and then we can ask Rico for the answer. Or
yeah,
we need to
gotta
vote. We
lock
need to
in,
put in our. We need to lock in our. Sorry. Before that.
All right, you got chat. You got 1 minute to vote. Go.
I am gonna lock in number 2.
So you're locking in 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 3.
3. All right.
Oh, what a quink-dink. I was gonna say 1. I think you must have at least tried it once.
I'm
And
sorry,
then
what's the
that
coinkydink
thing
there?
happened. Yeah,
I guess you all picked all the.
yeah. I picked 1.
Yeah.
She picked
What a coinkydink. I'm
Yep.
not
respect
picking
it.
those
What a
two.
coinkydink. Yeah. Fine.
Goodness.
What's the problem?
Nothing. Sorry, my bad.
You making
All right,
fun of my
Chad, what are you
Canadianness
thinking?
again?
What are you thinking?
Yeah,
A lot of
like
votes
when
for
you said
2, actually.
meters earlier. What the heck?
Shut up.
Yeah, we had to move a couple meters behind the Yakuza.
You know
Eh?
what? You Americans. Shh, I will.
Yeah, say it in
That's-
American
I think that's
measurements.
fine.
At least
Americans
36
and
hot
you-
dogs.
And your freedom and your doggone guns.
No, you guys just have to be different. The world uses the same measuring systems, and you guys like, nah, we gotta
For
be
your
different.
information, madam, it was the British throne that launched the imperial system and then decided to backtrack and be like, you stupid Americans, why would you use that terrible thing? It's like, you invented it.
That's so last century.
Yeah, but it's true. How's your
Like,
king
get off.
doing?
I don't know.
Anyway, y'all ready for the answer?
Le grand reveal.
The
Yes.
answer, number one, is a lie.
Shut.
Yeah!
Were you the
I've
cameraman?
been skydiving twice.
Oh my god.
Oh, twice.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, was the cameraman story real at all?
It is real, but my brother's not a pilot for that. My brother actually, he's a commercial pilot. Or he's working on being a commercial pilot. By the way, he's single. Somebody please take him.
Oh my god.
I love how it's somebody, please take him. Not just like, he's single, ladies. It's like,
He's
please take him.
handsome. Yeah, see, he's handsome. Great guy. Good with the kids. Come on, you know. You know you want. He's a
Gonna
big
throw
guy.
the purr on at the
Just letting you
end.
know. Just letting you know.
Oh, never mind.
Don't worry. When this goes on YouTube, we'll make sure to include his phone number and address on the in the description.
I can't.
One of those like real '80s style like tape videos. Like, hi, ladies.
Get a dating
Didn't
profile
see you
for him
there.
and everything.
Yeah, sorry. No, I meant to say it'll be a QR code for his Tinder, right?
Oh no, not that horrible website.
Okay,
Fish.
I've never
We'll
used
put
any
him
of
on
these
Fish,
things. Sure, fish.
or whatever it is. More fish. I don't know. I don't go on dating sites. I don't know what the kids use these days. I just know you don't use Tinder or Grinder. I've heard that that's another
Oh,
one.
yep.
You don't,
Nope.
don't
Nope.
do
Nope.
that one
I've
either.
okay, that one I've
No,
heard
no,
of
no,
just
no, no.
because of its target audience.
Uh huh.
My glory.
See, I kept
Great
telling
source
people.
of intel, though.
Great. Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
Alrighty, Empress. Is she still here?
I don't know.
I am still here. I'm
Okay.
like reading what the heck I gave you.
She's
No, you're good.
processing.
I thought maybe your phone died. Sorry.
I
No, no,
like
you're fine,
short
you're fine.
socks and I cannot lie. You know the booty.
Oh my glory.
I like sweets. I like short
Ooh.
socks. Ooh.
Ah.
I prefer to wear shorts. Ah.
Hmm.
Shorts are comfy.
Who doesn't like wearing shorts?
Actually, I did go through a period where I didn't like wearing shorts. So, you know.
Who other than Catherine doesn't like wearing shorts?
I like wearing shorts now. I was just self-conscious about my legs.
You like my kilt done, you know? That was an awful accident. We're just gonna. Anyway, I have a question for Empress.
Editor, clip that, and replay that in slow mo multiple times, and make it slower and slower.
Oh my glory. So it's because of the never mind. What are you wearing currently?
I am actually not going
Well,
to
I mean,
answer that.
that's-
Sorry, Rook.
that's-
Okay.
I'm not going to answer that.
What are you wearing right now?
I was like, this would be really helpful, but are you okay if I
Ask a
ask?
different question.
Okay, cool. Give me a second
Would you
then.
like a shovel or a ladder, Rook?
What is the ladder for?
Getting out of the
Climb
hole you
out.
dug yourself in.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to hang myself.
No, Rook. You offer them a straw. You offer them a straw so they can suck it up.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I was unsure about the initial question. I apologize if that was
You're fine. You're fine.
okay.
It's all for a laugh. Nobody really cares.
Okay. Yeah, someone else needs to ask the question. I need a repair. my
Okay.
Pole
my
dancing,
reputation.
underage
So my
drinking,
next question
to
is
ask-
good.
My flapper is gasted.
Oh man. Hmm. Empress, what's
So
your
let's
favorite
see.
sweet?
See that. See that.
Chocolate.
Of course.
Confirmed. That's true. What do you mean short socks?
Short sock.
Of
What's
course.
a short sock?
It's a short sock.
Zero details on this two truths, one lie, ladies and gentlemen. We just have to guess.
I love getting a definition answered with a definition. What is a short sock? It's a short sock.
It's a short
Thank
sock.
you. I'm in the same place.
What was that sound? A sound.
Sound.
Hmm.
Short socks.
What kind of question was that?
I mean, maybe she means it's those little sports socks that like people wear for like sneakers, right? Is that what we're talking about? Not like the
I was thinking ankle socks, but
ankle socks. Thank
I
you.
was
That's
ex- I
the
was
term
yes.
okay.
I
Ankle
was
socks.
But those
expecting
are
her to
short
say
socks.
ankle socks though, but she didn't say ankle socks, so now I'm like, because I know,
Those are
because
short
I
socks.
Well,
I
I mean-
hate long socks. So I'm like, no, I want ankle socks. Because if I say short socks, people are like, oh, you mean these ones? I'm like, no, no, no. I want ankle socks. I
yeah,
want
I've heard the
short
term ankle socks. I wasn't sure if like short socks meant like some weird, shorts combined with socks that people, you know what I mean? That was like, people do
Imagine
weird
your
things
shorts.
with fashion. I mean, like leggings. You know what I mean? With
Okay,
the
okay,
socks
okay.
in there. I don't know. Or like those pajamas that you used to get put in when you were a kid.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. This is great. I'm having a great time, guys.
I was just curious about the definition of a short sock. Y'all look like I had a third eye going on.
Yeah, because nobody's like, what's a short sock? I mean, the definition
No,
is in
no,
the
no,
name.
no.
It's a short sock.
Rico, I was with you on that. I'm a little sus of Empress not knowing that that they're called ankle socks, because as someone who hates long socks and only likes short socks, I have burned into my brain the name of it in case my parents like to give me socks for Christmas. I'm like, what do you want? I'm like, I
That's
want
cute.
ankle socks. Like, oh, you want socks? I'm like, no, I want ankle socks. Do not get me long socks. I do not want your long socks. Please get me ankle socks.
See,
That
I
might
need
have
socks
been.
that are like a little bit above the ankle because like if I get ankle socks, they wind up just curling up in my shoes, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There's slight variations of ankle socks. There's some that like go like just below the ankle, and there's some that go like a little bit higher up. I don't know.
This
I'm
is a
not
very
trying to
detailed
advertise
conversation
my
about socks, by the way.
I'm very particular about my socks.
Okay.
This isn't the 1800s. I ain't giving people free ankle views.
Oh my gosh.
glory. I prefer longer socks as well, just to clarify.
Amen. Amen.
I get where you're coming from, my brother.
Thank you. Also, I don't want to
Ah.
horrify the children.
Because the ankle socks, they just, like, when I'm wearing shoes, it just rubs up against them. Or if I'm in tall
Yeah.
grass, which happens more frequently than I freaking want it to do,
Or
then
even worse, where it
it's
like
itchy.
curls down around your heel and then like
Mhm.
bunches up underneath your foot, and then it just feels like it's like a well, I can't say that word in here, but it's like a tube for your foot,
Okay, I get what
and
you're
just the half part of your foot.
I was
And
actually
just like
I was gonna make that same comparison. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about, especially with us being in the South. That happens so much because of the freaking. Your body gets hot and you get sweaty
Oh
and
my
it sucks.
gosh.
I know, marinating your own red glue. You sit there.
Ew.
Awful. Here's
I was
here's my updated
If I
question.
climb in a rubber suit, it really seals in the flavor.
I was gonna compliment you guys, and I'm just gonna eat those words back up. Never mind.
Like a wet sock.
Oh, wet socks are the word. Anyway, I'm gonna say. Wait, does anybody else have any more questions?
I had my
Brooke still has a question.
I had my makeup question.
after a scandalous question.
Yeah, after my Empress is never gonna do a collab with me again. At least not just one-on-one.
She's gonna unmod me. Like you are banished for heresy.
Here's my question.
Sure.
Do you have a pair of slippers or sandals that you regularly wear indoors?
Yes.
Okay. I have my guess.
Based off of that.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's 3. I'm gonna put in 3.
I think it's 2.
I was also going to say 2, but now I'm second guessing myself. Nope, screw it. I'm going with 2.
Use your guts.
And I'm gonna say, because Empress, you and I did that sweets tier list, I know that you like sweets, but they don't make you feel good all that often. So I'm gonna be upset if one is the lie here. Okay? Just so you know.
I was going by 2.
He's gonna feel
with
so
that.
betrayed.
But let's
She's gonna be like,
see the
"Actually, I
answer,
despise
Empress.
sweets. If I had my way, I would destroy Willy Wonka.
No, I tried.
Go back in time, you can cancel one thing. Willy Wonka.
Okay, so do I give you the answer now?
Yes, we
Yes.
all locked in our
Yes.
answers.
Yeah,
Okay,
I said
great.
3.
So the lie is actually 3. I actually prefer wearing leggings
Yes.
over
Oh.
Ooh,
over shorts.
let's go, girl.
Yeah, I got thighs, so chasing is ridiculous.
Hey,
Yeah,
preach it,
that's
girl,
fair.
preach it.
Yeah, and also, Val, it's not because of what you said. New York City is actually extremely hot during June, July, and August.
That would be because of the fires of
and-
hell burning underneath. it.
Yeah, and our winters are shorter now, unfortunately. So I just don't like wearing shorts. I prefer leggings. If I have to run, I can run in them. If I have to dodge, I can dodge in them.
Run and dodge.
What are you dodging?
There's an Elden Ring boss that she has to
Bullets.
fight every year.
Crackheads.
Ah, yeah, makes sense.
I guess that, yeah. No, that makes sense. My logic with the shorts being crossed out immediately was, I know you've mentioned this on your own stream, the eczema. I figured that the less coverage per se, the more comfortable you'd feel.
But the funny thing is that I actually prefer being barefoot. I do have shoes that I wear in house, but I
Oh,
prefer
I
being
gotta
barefoot.
find-
Oh.
I gotta find that Glove and Boots New York song for you, Empress. I gotta hold
Yeah, I can't with you, Rico. Are you serious?
I don't.
No.
Did any of us say 3?
Yeah, Rico did.
Rico.
did. Okay.
I did. I
Only
said
Rico.
it was me.
Man, this has been staying relatively close between all of us. More than I thought.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd feel
It's
really bad if
Gaga
someone was
Ocean.
still at like
It's
1
like
point.
2,
or something.
yeah.
Like, oh, have some of my points, please.
Well, it's getting a little closer, but I still feel like it's gonna be either me or you, Empress.
Probably.
We're gonna need to brush up. on our poetry.
We'll see. I'm hoping to get another 3-pointer here to try
Oh,
and
no.
stay ahead.
Fall one.
So I flew a plane by myself before getting my
somebody sent me this
driver's
already,
permit.
Rico.
I had a contract with the Air Force that I terminated. Or 3, I got lost at night, ran out of gas, and had to do a forced landing in a random field. And to clarify, that is again a flying thing, since I think that's obvious, but never mind. Never mind.
Do a force
Oh.
landing in Renfield. Okay.
Rook, I may have lied.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I know one of these. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Well, one of them, 1 or 3 has to be true, possibly both, considering if he flew and he ran out of gas and had to do a landing. Right. In a random field.
Okay.
But
Could
he
you
was
put
flying a
another
plane
poll
then.
up because people are guessing again?
Oh, yes. Sorry. My bad.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Mouse. I'm trying.
Hold up,
Flew a
Saren.
plane
What the
by
heck? I'm going with
himself
number
after
2
being
being true
driving
because
a
Rook
plane.
seems like a quitter. Holy.
Oh my
That's a serious
god.
shot
Okay.
fired right there.
I see you, Saren. What the heck? Oh my
This man's
glory.
traveled to almost every foreign country and stuck it through riding an elephant before throwing up, and you think he's a quitter?
Oh, sorry, y'all, for the ads, but I like money, so. Bye.
I just can't shut them off. They're so good.
They're too powerful. Oh.
There it is. All right, chat. You decide.
Okay.
So my question was,
Yeah.
when you say you had a contract with the Air Force that you terminated,
Yep.
did you mean that you were going to join the Air Force, or you were going to like work as a contractor for them?
The former, but I'm going to give you more context for that. So you guys remember how I mentioned I was in a Navy JRTC? The portion I was going to mention at that point was that I was in the Air Force. Technically, because I signed the contract and I terminated, I was on one of their like collegiate scholarship programs. So they picked my degree for me, which was originally aerospace engineering, and then that was too difficult for me when I was almost doxed myself at my first college, and then I switched over to meteorology, but the math for that was even more intense than aerospace, which really threw me off. And even though I technically had gotten sworn in and signed, and I was already getting some money from the scholarship, I ended up terminating so I could try and pursue something else.
Very well.
Air Force was originally part of the Army, which is why their military ranks are the same. People think that the Navy and Air Force were similar because when the Air Force really took off, that's when we also had aircraft carriers, or started to produce those, even though the planes were really used initially in World War I, and then World War II, that kind of took off with the association with media being a lot more popular at the time. Sorry, anyway, that's not enough of the history lesson and unrelated.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yep.
How do you make an emergency landing at night while flying?
Yeah, so the reason this happened in the first place, I was doing a cross-country night flight. It's one of the things that you have to do in order to get your license in the first place. And
that is true.
One of the things that you have to be careful of is lights. So you can use that as both a good and a bad indicator. It had just exited from dusk, and the area that I live in and did these flight lessons from had a significant number of fields. I thought I was going in the right direction, but I had gotten it wrong. I'd already gone to the first two airports that I needed to, and I needed to return to my original landing strip. And I was off my heading by 30 degrees because I smudged the writing on the map that I was using. So on my way back, I figured I was still close to the airport, so I just had to avoid lights, and I knew there wasn't going to be any large trees in the area. I just had to do a forced landing. Had to call it to the tower nearby, or well, the radio in general. Ended up being on the news, all this. It was, yeah. In the end, for anyone who's curious, I didn't end up getting my license.
You didn't end up getting your license to fly?
I did not, no. Not because of this. It wasn't like they told me I couldn't do it because of this. It just, yeah.
Does anybody have a follow-up question that hasn't asked a question yet regarding him not getting his license to fly before the driver's permit?
Yeah. That was gonna be my question. How'd you manage that?
So the high school that I went to was one of the few. I guess that's kind of doxing myself a bit. Anyway, it was one of the few high schools that had a program where you could learn to both fly and or work on engineering for planes. So I took the flying version, and you can do your solo flight, and you can do your cross-country flight and all this stuff. You can fly alone. You have to collect a certain number of hours, and then you have your written and practical exam that you prepare for. So I just had the bus or my parents bring me to the airport that was near the school. I did my lessons, and my goal was, wouldn't it be so cool as a bragging right if I got my pilot's license before I got my driver's permit? That would be so cool to tell people. and I was really proud about being able to fly before doing that. But I ended up not being able to do the license like I mentioned. Eventually, obviously, I got my driver's license, permit, all that stuff. But I flew a plane beforehand. Was your GPS broken? For that, we don't. I flew a Cessna, which is a small one-prop plane, and I did an underwing one. So those planes, you have your instruments, but I'm not like you need to learn how to use them, but you have to get your pilot's license first before you can get certified for instrument flights, and then from there you can do things like commercial, multi-engine, stuff like that. So there wasn't a GPS in the plane. We had to use a map and heading for that model.
I'm very torn between 2.
I'm gonna say 3. I'm locking in 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 1.
Dang it, those are the 2 that I'm torn between.
You can still choose
Dang
them.
I know, but I don't know
have
which
to choose a
one to
different
choose.
one.
No. I'm just. Oh. Okay, give me. Hold on, I'm gonna roll a die.
Roll for initiative. There it is.
I'm going with 1. 1's the lie.
Rico is correct. 3 is the lie. I completed my cross-country flight without problem. I completed all the flight hours I needed. What happened, which is also what leads to 2, I got everything I needed hours-wise, but I figured I could use the contract with the Air Force to finish my licensing at that time. And then when I terminated the contract, I gave up on flying entirely.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Rick. I realized as I was looking at this, because I looked at them earlier to make sure I didn't know any of them, but I looked at this now and I'm like, oh shoot, I know number 2. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, that's fine.
I apologize.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I mean, you still guessed wrong in the end. I don't think you need to worry about apologizing.
I'm fine.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
All right. We have 2 more for each of us left, and it is 9:30, just so we know.
Oh my gosh.
So here you
Wait,
go,
good
Kat.
time.
All right, speed run. I've eaten octopus before. I've eaten beaver before. I've eaten dog before.
All are excellent choices.
I have an easy
Good times.
question that's going to tag all 3 of these. Where did you eat each of these animals?
All right, so octopus, Korea. Beaver, out in the boonies here in Canada. Dog, Korea.
Shucks. I was hoping you'd slip up and say beaver was in, in South Korea.
In Korea?
Oh,
Do they
yes,
even- hold
the
on a sec,
classic
I need to
South
look this up. Do
Korean
they even-
dish. Beaver.
No, they employ them
have-
to chop down all the bamboo.
Kat is Canadian, yes. That's why she uses inefficient measurement tools like meters.
You know
Yep,
what?
she's a North
You're
Montanan.
at number 7, sir. I'm keeping track of how many times I'm going to smack you when I come down there. You're at 7 right now.
You
Gotta
think you
catch
can
me.
invade U.S. soil? Good luck.
We already have you on a no-fly list. Don't you worry about that.
Curses!
From the sounds of it, you're on the
Allie,
no-fly list.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
No.
Poor Allie. Sorry.
You're gonna break her heart.
Like I care. Anyway, actually, no, I can't be mean. She's not actually here to fight back. No, I would feel
Yeah,
bad
you'll
if
be
that
nice
was the
to my
case.
Allie.
Yeah.
Allie, I swear. Sorry, my cat is going crazy tonight.
So was it the whole beaver or was it a piece of it?
It was a piece. My coworker married this guy who works at this Bible college in the middle of nowhere, and there's a beaver infestation. So people are constantly like laying traps and stuff. But someone decided, because this guy's poor and he's getting ready to marry and like start a family and stuff. Let's give him some beaver. And he's like, yeah, this is great. And so he's like, like inviting his, well, I guess at the time, fiance. And she's like, do you want to come with me and try beaver? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And we tried it, and it was not good. It was greasy.
Was it Woody?
Hardy har. I don't remember. I just remember it being greasy and not being able to eat the rest of it. I was like, ugh, no.
-1 point, Rico.
I do appreciate the pun, though.
Dad jokes are not illegal. I have a license. I'm a father.
Oh, I have to be a father to tell dad jokes? That makes me sad.
I don't know how it works for women.
I don't know either. I just tell them and just go along with it and hold in my tears while everybody groans and it's like, that's so dumb. It's fine.
Val's torn. Okay, all right.
She's decided to settle on 3.
Any other
Lion
questions?
warrior.
Question mark?
Well, you know how to get the license.
I think Empress is
see.
just thinking about it.
That's fair. Yes, Lion, we need our dad jokes. I mean, we have dads. Doesn't that give us a pass?
Maybe.
What was the taste of the octopus like?
Really chewy. We had, what was it? My home stay took me and her little boy to this seaside restaurant. And we actually got to pick the octopus. There was this giant, like, fish tank on the outside. I didn't know we got to pick it. We sat down and then she went back out and picked the octopus. They brought it up all chopped up into tiny pieces and I mean, there was a sauce you dipped it in, but when you dipped in the sauce, like, it made the muscles spasm, so it wiggled a little bit. And so I'm like, oh, that's so weird. That's so gross, but that's so cool. And little boy looked at me and like was like, oh, she's excited. Proceeds to pick up the entire bowl of the chopped up octopus legs and dump it into the sauce. So they're all wiggling around like, ugh.
So this was raw octopus.
Yeah.
Rocktopus.
Okay.
Wait, now, Empress, did you have a question?
I already asked my
She-
question.
That was the question just now.
You did. Okay. Yeah, yours was the octopus one. Let's see. Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was just saying, I got nothing.
Does anybody else ask? Who needs to ask?
No one.
Rook
Empress
did.
was the last one.
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
You didn't answer your question, Rook.
I asked first. I said, where did you eat all of these?
Oh, yeah,
he
sorry, my
did.
bad.
He did, yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say dog.
I was also
Probably
thinking
the lie.
dog.
I
I'm
know.
gonna say 2, beaver.
I mean, beaver ain't that bad. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm gonna go with dog. That's probably the real one.
I feel like.
I just don't know if you would have willingly eaten a dog. That's my thought.
Well, I feel like it's. I mean, it doesn't say willingly eaten on these. You know, it could have been on accident for any of them.
This isn't Kung Pao chicken.
I'm gonna say 3 is the lie, and I think that they do serve those there, and there's always the chance that you ate it on accident. I definitely, well, yeah, I believe the other 2 more, I guess, is all. I mean, yeah.
Fair. That's it. That's all.
Yep, I said 3.
I said 3. Empress, you said 2, or was it 1?
2.
2.
2, 2.
All right. Well, get ready for some more clickbait. I have in fact eaten dog before.
Oh, no.
In South Korea, there is a certain breed of dog that is purposefully bred as food.
I remember you telling me this now. Dang it.
That's why I was shocked. You were like, "Oh yeah, no, I don't know any of these." I'm like, "Okay, just making sure."
I have the memory of a goldfish, or I have the memory of a dog bred for food. I don't know.
So, just to explain to people before you go out and cancel me. So I was living with a family. It is very much a cultural thing. The father of the family I was staying with was wanting. Oh my gosh, Charlie.
Eater.
Sorry. Hold on
Oh,
a sec.
sorry.
I beg your finest pardon, sir.
Methane.
Assert your dominance.
Mm-hmm.
Eat your husband, according to Twitter.
Oh my gosh. No,
Charlie,
guys, I've
run.
never. Charlie's a cat. To emphasize, Charlie is a cat.
That's even worse.
But yeah, so the father of the family that I was living with very much was trying to get me to try all sorts of different cultural experiences and things like that. And so the one day he's like, would you like to try? Well, he was like, would you like to try dog? And I will say, at first I thought he said duck. So, because the way they say their G's sounds a little bit close to K's depending on their accent and stuff.
Can you try and mimic that for us?
Dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
Okay.
is it dog? Is it dog?
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, Catherine.
I
Don't
just
fall
wanted
for
to know what it sounds like.
Don't fall for it.
I'm gonna yeet both of you guys. Anyway.
Don't fall for it.
I went and I ate it, and it tasted just kind of like chewy chicken. It wasn't my favorite, but I tried it. So.
Very well. So which one's the lie?
I have never eaten beaver.
Good job, Empress.
I knew it.
Good job, Empress.
Well done, Empress.
Rico, we still got 2 more rounds. It's okay.
I'm in trouble. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
All right. So I broke a $1 million piece of equipment. I once went 6 months without a shower. And then I have drowned twice.
You're still here.
Yes, I am still here.
Praise the Lord.
You survived being a cameraman on that skydive. He survived drowning twice. The shower one seems the most believable with you being military. Especially since you said Iraq earlier.
Also, recognize headpiece there.
Yeah, thanks. Especially after I guessed something wrong that I should have known.
That's fine. It's funny. It adds to the content.
My one question is, I'm assuming it was probably a military piece of equipment, but what was the equipment that you broke?
The piece of equipment was called a FLIR ball. So it sits on top of a helicopter, and it is a very, very expensive object that has a radioactive isotope in it. So basically, it's a bunch of mirrors that sit around the outside, and it increases the heat bloom of the aircraft. So I swung my legs over top, not used to it being there because overseas we had them installed, but here in the country, in the U.S., we never installed them because we weren't in combat. So I swung my leg over and just absolutely Karate Kid kicked the side of this thing and shattered all the mirrors on the side. Yeah. And so that was $1 million.
Bye-bye money.
I lied about that, by the way. Told them that I was like, I found it like that.
Okay, Rico, I will tell you, I legitimately thought you like forgot the purpose of the game.
Yeah, no, that's not finished.
You're like, yeah, I lied about that though.
That was a lie. No, that was. I mean, it could be a lie, could be the truth. You don't know, but for the context of the story, I definitely did lie and tell them that I found it like that.
Smart
oh my
move.
gosh.
Next question.
Why did you go 6 months without a shower?
So over in Iraq, you had to wait on water convoys. Okay, and so I was actually stationed in 2 different locations in Iraq. One was the Al Anbar province, and then the other was in this little village called Korean Village, which they built on the side of the road. I guess the Koreans helped them build this highway that ran all the way through. And so, basically, the water convoys sometimes were late to these far out fobs like the Korean Village, because they didn't really care about it. And it was fine. We had baby wipes, but they don't really do the same as like water and soap.
Yeah.
So I got sent out to Korean Village for a large portion of the deployment when I was out there, and we didn't see a water convoy one time while I was out in Korean Village, and so I had baby wipe showers. I did not get to actually shower. Don't go there. It stinketh.
Not on my bucket list, I'll tell you that.
Rico, I need to confirm or deny a thing I heard from a vet I met once. What's that, Saren? Can you smell Canadian convoys before you see them? And if so, why? I mean, you talking about the Canadian bacon? Not really. It's more, you could smell the Mongolians coming. They were something. That was something else. Anyway, next question. One more.
Yeah, so, tell me about your child. I mean, you're drowning twice.
My drowning twice. Well, I drowned twice. Once was as a child. What happened was I went swimming at a pool, and when I climbed they had like a big slide that went down into the deep end, and I was little, so I was just like, oh, a slide, cool. So I climbed up the slide, and then the guy who was running the slide at the top, I was like, oh, I can't swim. He goes, well, you're already up here and you're blocking the line, so you got to go. And so he shoved me down the slide.
Oh my god!
As a little boy, I went, and the last thing I remembered was hitting the water, and then I was being resuscitated after having drowned on the side. And my father, and one of the few times he was actually father, was proceeding to absolutely destroy this young college kid who shoved me down the slide. The second time, the second time I drowned, I was actually being waterboarded in a place called SEER School. So in SEER School, they capture you, they torture you, and the whole training is about, basically giving information enough to survive, but not enough to betray your unit if you fall behind enemy lines. Anyway, they torture you. I was just stubborn, and I refused to do the right thing, and they strapped, cloth over your face, pouring water. They waterboarded me, and they drowned me, and they had to resuscitate me. That was so stubborn.
Oh my gosh.
So that was my 2 drown.
Oof. Okay.
Fatherful activities. That one time, Saren. That one time.
Sarah, when you ask excitedly, ooh, you've been waterboarded too, are you saying that in the sense of like, oh, this happened among many of the other things you've said, Rico? Or like, oh, I, Saren, have also been waterboarded. It is so nice to find camaraderie with you on this, Rico.
Both would be fine.
Both. Okay, wonderful.
I can't.
My Lord.
Both is
Oh
good.
man.
Yeah, both is good.
Oh shoot, I forgot to make a poll. Sorry guys. My boss is gonna fire me.
It's fine. I'm in a generous mood today.
It's not actually fine, guys.
I'm sending her private DMs. Don't worry about it.
You better be on your job, or I swear to God, you're fired.
Or you'll be 3 Canadian meters underground.
You think you're gonna win and you're gonna get a prize? No. You're gonna have to give me the prize.
For every poll you forget to put up, I get your point.
Unless you got this one, we're good.
See, I'm treated, guys.
I'm gonna go with a 1 and lock that in.
I'm gonna say 3.
3 and a 1. Gotcha.
Now, do I be strategic or do I go with what I think it is? Uh, I was
Hmm.
leaning towards 3, so I will go with 3.
Very well. We're locked in. So we got 2 3s and 1 1, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is the lie.
Son of
I
a
did not go
biscuit.
6 months without
He
a
just
shower.
took the lead.
Dang, let's go, Rico.
Well played. How long was it? Because I do imagine you did go without a shower for a certain number of months.
Longest I went over there was about 2.5 months.
2.5.
Oh, okay. I was like 6 months. I'm like, holy smokes.
His score is so big. It's off centered now.
Oh no. It's just a
Dun,
12.
dun, dun.
It's still gonna get yanked off from me. I know it is. It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine.
Le gasp. Even Val was wrong?
You were wrong. Yes, you were wrong. Which one did you think was the lie, Val?
I can't believe our father ever lifted a finger to defend any of us.
That is true. That is true. But I mean, I was just a little. I was just a baby. I was just a baby.
No, we little guffer.
Yeah. So you know, it's when
I
he
thought
still
it was 3.
had.
Did you forget a drowning?
No. No. There's. I don't need to worry about it. Empress is up. Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
I am fluent in 4 languages. I prefer the
We
spring
know
season.
Mandarin and English.
Ooh,
In Spanish.
I also like
Spanish.
cheese.
Cheese is good.
A woman of fine taste.
Thank you.
Now, is this like an Arab Spring or just regular spring?
I can.
Oh my gosh.
It's a terrorist joke, guys, but don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Only
boy.
you, Rico. Oh my god.
Let's see. So, 4 languages. So we know she knows Spanish. We know she knows Mandarin, and then English. And then
She
what
knows
was
English?
the last one? Peruvian, Zimbabwe. What was
I
that country that you're,
can't.
What's
you're
the-
empress of?
What's the language that Link speaks?
Uganda.
Or-
That's what it was. Uganda.
Uganda.
You gotta know the language of the country you rule, right?
I can't. You.
Oh my gosh.
All right. What's your 4th language besides Spanish, Mandarin, and English?
Korean.
Korean.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting choice.
Oh,
All right.
no. Dang it. Trying to dig through my Korean now. Give me a second.
You're
Um,
gonna do what you did earlier with the Chinese.
yeah. I'm gonna do Korean this time. Hold on a sec. Give me a second.
Karen says, "Wait, that might be true. She reads a lot of Korean romance."
I do.
I think the question, well, this is not my question, this is me thinking out loud, is the definition of fluent for all of these. Spanish and English, I absolutely know, but the Mandarin, when she gave her response pretty quickly, that seemed pretty good.
That's fair.
Here's my favorite. Here's my question. Why is the spring season your favorite? I know that's not
you
favorite,
took my
but you
question.
prefer. I read your mind. Sorry.
Catherine took my-
Get out of my head.
Well, that's the question to her in
Twinsies.
Korean.
Well, that's
Why
what
is-
the question's gonna be. Sorry, go on.
Why is spring my favorite season?
Yeah, favorite
Yes.
season or preferred season if you wanted to use that verbiage, whatever.
The weather.
Son of a biscuit, I knew she'd give an answer like this.
Nice weather we're having here.
It's just a basic girl in a basic
Oh, gosh.
world.
Oh my god.
Alright, good luck with your question, Kat.
I kind of wanted wanted to pull the same stunt, but I don't actually.
You gotta ask a question, like just a general question.
I'm just. How are you? No.
Like, what's your favorite cheese? Or
why do you
how do
like
you say cheese? How do you say your favorite cheese in Korean? Something like, something like that.
I wouldn't know what she's saying though. I only know basic conversational Korean and then occasional
Well, she didn't know that. You've pulled your hand.
I already asked my question, so
pause.
I can't.
This is very important. Saren, thank you. Remember to subscribe to Empress's Only Cheese.
Yes, exactly. Please subscribe to my Only Cheeses. Yes. This I think this month we are going with I think it was Gouda. I think.
Yes, an excellent choice.
That's a Gouda choice.
Rook,
you missed it.
I failed.
It was on. It was
Okay,
on the
but okay. What was Catherine? What's your question?
Why? What do you like? Like, why do you like cheese?
Why? What is there not to like about cheese?
Amen, sister.
I need
Hallelujah.
an explanation.
It's raining cheese.
That is the explanation. What
Hallelujah,
is
it's
there? What
raining
is there
cheese.
not to like about cheese?
Good answer. Excellent.
You can put it on bread. You can put it on a cracker. You can eat it by itself.
It's so versatile.
I did that for dinner.
Well,
I am going to say 1. Not because I think you're dumb, but just because.
Oh my god.
Just because maybe you're not fluent in 4 languages.
See, I'm also leaning towards 1, but there's a part of me that's like, but what if she's a fall girl like me?
Yeah, so to think about fall in New York City.
In a different context. I was thinking like he took a fall for him, and I was like, what did you take a fall for? How long were you in jail?
It was because she.
7 years.
I mean, if
You
it
guys
helps,
think-
I do have like books in Korean here. I actually have novels in Korean.
Nice.
Lion Warrior says, you want to join Rook in the hole, Rico? Don't speak to me of the deep magics of the hole. I was there when it was dug.
So was I.
He fell into the hole I made.
It was a trap.
But also remember, I do suffer from eczema as well.
Yeah. If you said summer season, I'd have been like, Cap. Or wait, is that what the kids say? Cap is a lie? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hip.
Back in my day.
I'm also gonna say 1.
Oh gosh, Charlie.
I remember you mentioning now before the Korean, but I feel like I remember you saying something along the lines like you wanted to study them again. So even if you were fluent at one point, I think that you're no longer something that could be considered fluent. So I'm locking in 1.
I'm hip. Yeah, Grandpa, we love your new hip.
It's made out of metal.
Anybody seen it, by the way? I lost it on Tuesday.
I'm also gonna go with 1 because you seem like a spring girly. But I also don't know. I have no idea what the weather's like in New York.
We had
so
absolutely no doubts on the cheese, though.
It's dull, and it's dreary, and it's full of needles.
Oh, lovely. Sounds like BC.
Yeah, don't go there.
Yeah, it is 1.
Yeah, let's
Nice.
go.
Yes.
You're gonna say you're fluent in 5 languages, right?
No, so I'm actually fully fluent in 2. I was pretty fluent in Chinese at a time, and in Korean, I was able to at the very least form like cohesive sentences because I was practicing with like foreign with like friends that I met on like a language exchange app, but we haven't spoken to in years. Yeah,
That's still pretty impressive.
Those are great.
Yeah.
That is. Girl, if you ever want to practice your Korean again, like, call me up. I also want to practice my Korean again.
There you go.
Oh
See,
yeah,
Empress
no,
is
like I would
smart.
use like Kakao Talk and everything, and
Oh,
like
wow.
even though I don't like practice it as much anymore, like I don't have a lot of time.
That's fair. That's fair.
I would have like conversations, and they would tell me about their day and what they're doing and their boyfriends.
Aw, I love
See,
that.
for the dumb people like myself, it's best to just stick with the universal languages of love and violence.
I can't with you, Rico.
That's how we learned pole dancing.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Yes.
I know we just hit 10 o'clock, so we can do mine and stop, or it's the last set after this one for each of us. So how are we feeling? Because
I can do the last set, but it's up to you. I won't pressure.
I do have to end soon because I do have to get up early to go to work.
Okay, I mean, yeah, no, I get that. I have work as well, so I'm on the same page
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Cat?
Speed run?
I'm fine with either or.
Okay. Hey, let's do this one and see where the points are first. Anyway, so mine, I visited 2 red light districts while overseas. I saw a chicken fight my cousins were running for the cartel in Mexico.
That's funny.
I had to sprint for a flight so I wouldn't get stuck in Hong Kong.
Ah, yes. The airport
He says stuck in Hong Kong. We could have gone to the consulate if that happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Or I could have been
I'm just gonna
proposed to.
Yeah.
He's running away from his marriage proposal. Like, no! You can't keep me here!
Which cartel were your cousins working for?
I have absolutely no idea.
You know, Rico, if they say something, it's your head.
No.
Maybe.
I will put it
What
this
are you
way.
doing in the red light district?
I will answer that question. I will note with the last thing, because you mentioned with the whole head thing, one of said cousins is no longer with us due to that situation, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured.
Yeah. For the red light district, this was actually during that trip in Thailand I mentioned earlier. So Bangkok, the primary way that they make money is from expatriates and tourists who are there for the sex industry, boy toys
Fair.
and all that stuff. So it was 2 separate red light districts, but they were both in Thailand, same area. They were basically just down the streets from each other.
I was about to say in Thailand, just pick a street.
Well, here's something that we didn't notice until we started doing these prayer walks, to answer the question initially asked. So we had to stay in groups and stuff like that. But these were always in between the alleys, or in the alleys between the nicest hotels in Bangkok. Like you would see this hotel, it was absolutely breathtaking. And they wouldn't have this stuff out during the day, but once it went to dusk and we passed these same places when we were doing the walk at that time, the vendors on the streets are all selling, like, I'm trying to think about TOS stuff, a lot of explicit stuff for all these sorts of things. And then right in between the hotels, there's all these women.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Women-looking people, at least.
Yeah, I was about to say you gotta be careful in Thailand.
Yeah, and they are very touchy and very grabby. And you also, because our group had females in it, of course. So we had to keep them close to us and stuff like that too. So that's the reason we were there, was the red light district prayer walks for those 2 areas.
And remember, if you're gonna pray for somebody overseas, don't close your eyes.
Yeah, no, we kept our eyes open.
Don't.
All right.
Sorry, I have to read Saren's message. What is Saren? Are you just attacking me today? What is this?
It shows violence.
I was gonna guess that Rook was one of the boy toys. That's a better answer.
Oh my
Gosh.
gosh.
Hey.
No.
Oh my glory.
Heresy. He was on a prayer walk, Saren.
Saren, meet me after stream. I have something to tell you. Meet me in the alley. Yeah, you'll see a
That's
toy.
Frustration.
So, Rook.
Wait, he's hard. Not anymore.
No, of course not. What are you seeing or talking about, friend?
There's no evidence. It's fine. So Rook, why were you in Hong Kong?
Same related trip. This was on the flight back, so we had to fly through Hong Kong as a stopping portion, from the U.S. to Hong Kong, and from Hong Kong to Bangkok, and then vice versa, opposite direction.
Mm.
That's it.
All right, I'm locking in 2.
I'm gonna go with 3.
I'll also say 2.
Yes, 2 was the lie.
Oh gosh, dang it.
Well
Good
done,
game,
well
man.
done.
Mm-hmm. You guys want to do a speed run on the last questions, or you guys want to?
I think it'll be best to wrap up here. That way I can do closing statements and all
So
that
be it.
stuff.
Thank you for trying to be generous, though, Rico. I appreciate it. But you are the winner.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm just saying we could do a speed run real quick. Just blow through the questions. No additional questions. Just read them off, and you guys just say what it is.
Let me see. All right, so officially announcing it, Rico is our winner with 14 points. And oh, thank you, thank you for the sub, Sarah, I appreciate that. In last place we do have Empress. So at some point, there's no rush, but Empress, you will need to make a beautiful poem about Rico and post it on
Double-spaced.
Twitter.
Times New
Oh, I
Roman.
thought it was all the losers.
No, it's just the last person.
Do you
Sorry.
all want to make poetry?
I-
Probably?
Sure, you know
I
what?
can try.
Why the heck not?
I'll
let's
do my best.
let's make it fun.
Wow.
All
No,
3 of us
Empress
get to
is
write a
not
poem
alone.
for
She
Rico.
doesn't
I'm
have to
okay with
go
that.
Through that thing all by herself.
I got you, girl. I'm a girl's girl.
Oh, Rico, how you make me sick. Let me count the ways.
I'm so yeah, I'm
1,
definitely on
2,
board for
3.
that. And thank you guys for the follow and the sub, because that just hit both of my goals. So thank you so much for that blessing, and I hope that blessing's returned to
Yay.
y'all as well. God bless you.
Let's
Well,
go.
thanks for letting us play, and I'm sorry. My things are crazy.
They were fantastic. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do real quick is let's get your throne page pulled up.
Woo!
That's what I'll be closed on is getting the item. So
Happy birthday, Rico!
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna let chat pick, but chat there's a $50 limit, so don't go freaking crazy, okay?
Bummer.
Thank you for the follow, Super Cheese.
Super Cheese, my lord. Good to see you, brother. How are you?
How do I find someone?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Go
I know
to
you can
his.
follow people on there, but yeah,
Yeah,
you have to do
it's
it.
hard to find people unless you have their link. So I would recommend going to Rico's Twitter page and finding his post.
Rook, what you're gonna want to do is put throne.com/the Ricoest Rico.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they have a search bar. It doesn't work.
I couldn't even get the search bar to pull up.
Oh, well, even better. It really doesn't work.
Okay, chat. So we have a couple of options here. Is this? Yeah, we have 10 options total. So $50 limit. If you want, I can put the $50 toward one of his crowdfunding things. And Rico, you have your own
Ooh.
choice too if you'd like. Because
Nah,
you'll
I
supersede
would-
chat if that's the case. Also, the
What's
2 Zelda
the
games are
lowest
fine.
item on there? Skyward Sword Link amiibo. That one looks pretty good.
Oh my glory. Yo, you don't have to worry about my wallet. I'm just doing this to be generous to any of these people. So it didn't matter who won.
I should quickly add something that's like $1.
Oh my
Too late.
gosh.
A $1 gift card to Walmart? Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you,
How generous. Toss a coin
gonna-
to Eureka, oh valley of plenty.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, Rock. I might just be old and need better glasses, but I have it on my screen here, and I can. Well, maybe I'll try making it bigger.
Pick
Like,
whichever one looks prettiest if you can't read it.
Oh, pretty.
And while I have y'all captive here in the meantime, do make sure to check out Empress's Throne as well. She may have not been the
Yes.
winner during this, but she is getting some more funds, and there's already been a lot of progress for her to get her PC replaced, which is a incredible blessing from the Lord. But if you are
Thank you.
wanting to show that support, then please do so. Or any of the rest of us, if you just, I don't care, want to
Yep,
throw money
yep,
at us,
yep,
we're
yep.
cool with that too.
Yes. Do throw it. Look, there's a hype train going.
Whoa!
Wow, it would be amazing
Look at you go.
if more gift
Hype
subs were
train.
given on this wonderful, wonderful September.
One of us. One of us.
At the moment, the only
Join.
thing I've gotten so far is the Skyward Sword link. If that's what we're going with, I can do it. But
There is. I'm looking at the XP Pen Artist Pro. There's 1% put towards that. I am always someone who, I don't know. I look to see what's being funded. I'm like, yeah, I want to throw it towards that. But that's just me.
I'm honored in any case. I won't even look. You guys I already put my 2 cents in there. I'm not.
okay. Well, Rico had mentioned the Skylink, and that is what chat is saying at the moment. Or the one message I think I saw was about that as well. So I will go ahead and do that one. And I will be taking this off screen because of my finances.
Of course.
So
That's smart. Very
But-
smart.
I am purchasing it. Okay, y'all.
Well, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. I'm honored.
And
Congrats again, Rico.
yes,
Thank
huge
you.
congratulations.
Woo!
And thank you, Kat. Thank you, Rico. And thank you, Empress, all for being here. This was so much freaking fun. I appreciate
It was
it.
fun, Rook. I had a
We
great
need to
time.
do this again.
And I
Thank you.
definitely look forward to us to doing big group collabs or doing individual ones again in the future. So each of you three,
Yes.
absolutely, God bless and good night. And chat, thank you so much for being here, supporting all of us. All of us appreciate that. I know I was the one streaming, so me especially. Sincerely, subs.
Actually, follow
Follow
Rook
all
and
of it.
all of these fine people.
Yes, yes.
Give them all your money.
Follow
that you
everyone.
can afford to give.
And I will go ahead and start raiding out. I won't hold any of y'all here hostage. Kat, Rico, or Empress, I know you got your own things that you need to do, go to bed, etc. So thank you again for being here. God bless each one of you.
Of course. You as well, Rook.
See
Thanks
you,
for having me,
Rob.
brother.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Good night. Farewell.
Good night.
Avidas and
Night.
good night.
So
Bye.
long.
Bye-bye.
Ba-dum,
Mhm.
ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
All right, let's see who to raid. Computer's running stupid slow right now. The people I normally raid aren't even here, which is Rico, Cat,
Oh,
and...
must.
Well, you're here currently in voice chat, but
Why?
I wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention.
they're
I
not
thought you
live.
left.
Oh. No, boss. I gotta make sure I finish my job.
I'll go ahead and raid out to Steph. So thank you guys for being. I don't know where these accents coming from, but thank you guys for being here. You have a blessed night. I'm gonna send you on over to Sassanetta Steph, wonderful woman that I got to know a long time ago. Call her a good friend. And you have a fantastic night. Thank you.
Never been to Australia. Proceeds to make an Australian accent.
I'm sure they would be insulted. I'm sorry for anyone who's from there. And I know the difference between you and New Zealand, I
Arner!
promise.
That's good. They won't cancel you now.
Yeah. Alright, I rated.
Cool beans. Oh, I need to